See, I'm the best, man. I did it.
Cursed to live a life stuck between man and monster, Dinosaur Man is a stranger in a strange land filled with danger and excitement. Fighting the beast within to become a hero is no easy task. Joining him on his quest is Spaz, a cute and cunning cat person, and the beautiful Telexis, a warrior slave girl with a troubled story of her own. A cavalcade of odd, alluring, and downright evil characters awaits our heroes. Read the webtoon today on these fine platforms. You and your kids will love it.
An educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Come with me, see what I see. The terrible worlds that lie between. The realm observed and the realms unseen, where the dark things live while you dream. Unconditional Shove, the new horror sci-fi graphic novel anthology series. Featuring 2 stories and over 80 pages of compelling, action-packed, terrifying fun. Unconditional Shove Volume 1. A graphic novel for all you lovers of the strange, macabre, and creepy things that we all know exist in the shadows of our universe. Unconditional Shove. Back it today on Indiegogo.
The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life,
Stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Swift, fearless, deadly. These are the men of the Military Assistance Command. They do the jobs the others don't dare to. Trained in the lethal arts. You'll never see them coming. But if you're lucky, you might just hear them rocking. Now, to regain their freedom, they have to take out the assassin clan that made them the Rock and Roll Ninja. Get your copy today.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the art department. come on in, grab your pencils. Before we start drawing, want to plug a few things. MightyBotStudio.com is down there now. Check that out to check out my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel, and merch store. You get t-shirts, mugs, all types of nifty stuff. Also, let's see. We want to do. I want to plug two things real quick before we get started. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. Chad is finally giving stuff out on his book, so he did a neat little trailer, and then we're going to talk about Kill Them Dead, brought to you by Broken Compass Comics and a friend of the show, Odin Dasko, and James Rock. Screen. I'm having a brain fart right now. Sorry, guys. I forgot I edited that shorter. But now I have more stuff to add to it, which would be pretty cool. Let's do. There we go. We'll bring up Chad real quick here. Make sure that's showing. And let's check out his trailer for The Black Phantom.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear. It's me they hear. Your spirit and my voice in one combined. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind.
There we go. Launching July 10th, The Black Phantom. It looks awesome. I think it's going to be great. Chad's on here all the time. He's also doing some acrylic standees of The Black Phantom. That's going to be part of that as well. So that's going to be really cool. And let's go ahead and check out Kill Them Dead, again, by Broken Compass Comics. Share that. That sign up right now is on Indiegogo. Oh, let's hit the music. Sign up right now. I'm not live yet. What do you mean I'm not live yet? I'm not live, freaking Jason. I'm live right now, this guy. Like, hold on, let me check. I am live. Ribbon me half to death, this guy. Kill Them Dead. Broken Compass Comics. Let's go ahead and watch the teaser trailer. You can sign up right now on Indiegogo. They're also going to be on other stuff too. I'm not sure if they're gonna, I think they might do Fund My Comic. I'm not sure, but I know right now you can sign up on Indiegogo. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Let's go ahead and play that here. I think let's stop this, and we'll talk about my awesome playlist for the art department later.
On pure speculation, just an educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
The lords of the underworld await. You will clash steel upon bone, blood upon rotten flesh, and fill this void with light. You must answer this call, Husk. You will be the one that will finally kill them dead.
That's a neat little trailer. Let's go ahead and exit the full screen. Let's see what we got. The lords of the underworld await. The Husk is a lost soul trapped in a cycle of chaos with no reprieve. Reprieve? She lives in the eternal horror of an afterlife consumed with never-ending war. After escaping her hellish captors aboard one of the Hades warships, the Husk sets upon her quest to kill the lords of the underworld. That sounds awesome. We got Skunk Artworks doing the painting on this stuff. From what I understand too, this is going to be a black light comic book rock opera. Kill Them Dead is an action horror comic book and power metal rock album featuring 80 plus pages of UV reactive art and 2 vinyl albums with over 80 minutes of music. And then we have Odin Dasko's inks and pencils on the front there with colors by Skunk Artworks. And here's some more. Can I make this big? Oh, I can't make it big. More concept art here. So sign up and pre-order to receive an exclusive print. So you can sign up today. Make sure you guys don't miss out on that exclusive print. This sounds great. You're grabbing black light art, you're grabbing music and comic books, and you're like putting it all together to make this awesome interactive experience. This is a real neat idea. Breaking the boundaries of just one media, but going across 2, and then also the UV light interacting your physical space that you read it as well. So that is really cool. So sign up, Kill Them Dead on Indiegogo. Again, brought to you by Broken Compass Comics. That looks great, guys. Looking forward to seeing that for sure. Beep, 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 beep. Close some windows. I have like 80 windows. Okay. Yeah, Jason asks, am I dead inside? Maybe. It depends. I don't know. I took a nap, so I think I might be okay today. Let's get the music going. So one thing I want to talk about is weak-ass comics broke me hashtag. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Comics broke me. All these people are crying that they, but they get contributed to the industry. They killed it, and they're wondering why they can't make no damn money. Pretty easy. Pretty hilarious in my opinion. So I think what we're gonna do is let's get the paper going, and let's do some circles. I'm doing a little bit of warm-ups here, and then I think I'm gonna draw Mickey Mouse robbing a bank. Let's do that. Just Mickey Mouse just running off with cash because comics are broke. Did Disney have something to do with it? Could be. Disney, Marvel, could be. And if we have time, I'm gonna throw Spider-Man's ass in there too, robbing the bank. We just run away with all the cash. So we'll mess around and let's see how that comes out. Let's get a little bit of warm. I was just doing some lines here. This is my new playlist for the art department. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoyed the intro. The actual intro of the art department. I didn't even play it. So what we're going to do, we're going to play the intro because I worked hard on it today. We're going to play the intro to the art department right now. It's not only the trailers, it actually has an intro. So here's the intro. Enjoy. There you go. That was the intro to the art department. That's going to be our Wednesday streaming show. The art department, come on in, grab your pencils, let's hang out and let's draw. All right, so let's see. I've never drawn Mickey Mouse before, and this is not going to be on model partly because I don't want to I'm going to draw him from memory. At the same time, though, I don't want to come after me. So. But I see him running here. There's a couple bags of money. Oh, we got a guest in the bag. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Hey, Jason, what's up, bud?
That was a smooth intro.
Was it? Yeah. Like that? I worked so hard on that today.
Yeah, it looks good, man. You did a good job. When are you going to click the live button?
It's live right now.
Why you gotta lie to me, man?
It's live, dude. I've been watching it. I watch my own streams because I'm a narcissist.
Well, it gets the viewers up, and it gets your watch hours in. So
That too. Shh, don't tell nobody. Secrets. Trade
I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're watching now or on the replay, please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's help J-Bot get to 500 and monetized.
Yeah.
Because they changed
do that.
They changed it.
Oh, thank God. 1,000 was a lot, dude.
The thing is, they changed it, but it's like at 500 subscribers and also 3,000 watch hours. And now with that, though, you get the super chats and stuff like that. You just don't get ad revenue. So you have to hit the 1,000 still and the 4,000 to get like ad revenue from advertisers. But aside from that, you can still get super chats at 500 with the 3,000 watch hours. So
well, at least they kind of meet you halfway, so that's not bad.
Yeah, and honestly, man, usually it's the super chats. Is what
that's all I care
really
about.
make the money on. So
yeah, I still want to put the music I want and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to be like, oh, this is non-copyrighted music and worry about that stuff.
Time, dude. I don't care. Yeah, so that's why I don't care if it's. I have the ad revenue. I don't even care about super chats, dude. I honestly just want the subs.
Yeah, me too. Just the subs, just the audience.
Yeah, I want the audience. I want because a bigger audience, more eyes on the campaigns.
So what you working on, bud?
Frog G.
More Frog G. How many pages you got left on that, bud?
If you include this one, I have 8.
Oh, so you're getting towards the end there.
Yeah, I gotta finish by the 27th. So
okay, so you have no choice now.
Pretty much. I mean, if I don't like totally hit that deadline, it's not gonna let's say I get to 47 pages instead of 48. It'll be okay. It's just I have this shoulder surgery on the 28th.
Oh yeah,
and my arm will be in a sling for a little bit. So ink still has to color pages, and we have the supplemental. So it's not like we still don't have things to do. We got to write and letter it. So it's not like he's waiting on me. I'm actually waiting on him.
Oh,
he's a little behind, but it's because of work. His work is a lot more demanding than mine.
Okay, yeah.
And he had computer issues too, and everything like that. So
must be going around. I had some computer issues today too.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks when that happens. Especially if you work digitally. I mean, there's plenty of artists that are like, yeah, I could just do it, and I could do it traditionally. It's harder for me. That's all. With that vision issue.
There's also a great amount of tools as well too that can save you time on it as well. Some, I guess, yes and no, but yeah, it's another form, man. It's another media. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Well, what you mean with digital?
Yeah, digital.
See, I think it slows it down.
It might be maybe too perfect. You think? Because I find myself when I use digital too, I'm always like, no, back. I'm always undoing. Because I can. When real life, I do it too. There's no undo.
And not only that, this look at how far I'm zoomed in on this. I can't see that in real life. Yeah. I don't know if anybody it would look like this in real life, probably.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to get in as tight, and so it does slow down the process.
That's awesome, though. That these modern tools allow certain people to make their artists their jobs easier, not in terms of workload, but because certain things might kind of hinder them from doing it in the first place.
Yeah, if you use it as a tool for what it's meant to be, yeah, it's a good tool, but there are people that abuse it, of course. So you're working on why Mickey Mouse robbing a bank?
Well, comics broke me, man. Mickey Mouse is broke, I guess. So that's the first thing that came to mind. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna draw him robbing a bank, running with some bags of money."
I think maybe Mickey broke comics.
Yeah. Maybe the bank won't be a bank. It'll be instead of putting bank, I'll just put comics on it.
Just have Jack Kirby's corpse and him stealing his soul.
Right.
Why not?
Well, that's
No.
even I seen like they're doing a Steamboat Willie cartoon now. They're doing a like an
As long as you
animated
didn't say
feature.
live action.
Yeah, yeah, right.
No, I didn't know they were.
In due time, man. They run out of ideas.
They're
Steamboat
doing-
Willie live action.
Dude, they're doing Bambi and Moana. So
How are you going to do Bambi
same
live
way they
action?
did Lion King, man.
It is not live action. It's a fucking CGI movie.
That's the same as Lion King. I don't know. They
That's
call
what
it
I'm
live
saying.
action.
I'm like, whoever calls Lion King live action is freaking retarded.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's maybe because they filmed parts of the jungle.
Listen, only
without
if you have them in freaking deer ears on all fours acting out Bambi and you CGI over it, I'll let it slide.
I'd actually want to see the behind the scene footages of that,
Right?
But you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna probably, I don't know. They might switch out the roles. Like Bambi's dad gets murdered, and the mom comes to save Bambi and fights off the hunters with a Bowie knife and a headband on. And,
It's gonna be like that one Rock. Remember, you ever see that Saturday Night Live skit where the Rock was Bambi?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. That's what it's like. It's like they killed my mom, and then it's like him, and he's like all dressed up like a Bambi outfit, but he's like super ripped. It's like he's like running around like killing the hunters.
Oh, that's funny.
Like an action movie. Like if the Rock did Bambi, that's hilarious.
Nice.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
Probably. They're gonna change it, contort it in some way. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, no, they have to do some kind of weird.
They have to. I mean,
they have to do mental gymnastics to make their stuff make sense.
yeah, people are getting sick of it, dude.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Well, I talked about it on Topic List, obviously too. But the Little Mermaid is not doing well at all. Like,
Yeah, I keep seeing where they're like Little Mermaid, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it's not doing well. Why are they trying
it
to
is
like
not.
push this narrative, dude? That it's
I
like,
think it's at like 400 or 500 million, and it did. Let's put it this way: I think it did 5 million in China. Like that's it.
5 million in China.
So
in
like
China, is that
yeah,
in Chinese money too?
It,
Pesos.
it worked out to somebody did the math, I think, and it was like less than a 20th of a cent per person. But it's doing better like in the US than it is internationally. So it's not doing well, and it probably cost them a good 600 million to make after advertising and everything like that. So
Yeah, because usually you double advertising usually.
usually, yeah. And dude, that movie had been advertised for a long time.
Yeah, I was like, when is this thing coming out? I was like, yeah, forever they were like talking about it. Here we go.
Yes, please keep delaying it. They pushed back I know like the Avatar movies that I know 3 is coming out in like 3 years, 4 is coming out in like 6 years, and then 5 is coming out in 2031 or something like that. It's
Okay.
like, who's gonna care about 2031?
Care? Yeah,
Who's gonna be
care?
alive?
Mhm.
We'll be dead. It's stupid, dude. I don't understand. I know Avengers got pushed back. A lot of movies are just getting massively pushed back.
Yeah, ain't that dude having problems? That Kang guy or something?
Oh, dude, yeah, he's in. Yeah, they're trying to actually distance themselves from him, and I think Namor is having troubles too.
Yeah.
And,
Who knows, man? I don't know. It's like I said, it's almost like they're a chore now. It's like, who cares anymore?
yeah, and you kind of want them to be good. We're fans, but it's like, at what point do you just abandon all hope?
Yeah, especially you're also like feel like you're giving to like, I don't know, you're just giving it to crazy people so they could do their crazy machine projects. You know what I mean? We hate you. Give us our money. Give us money. You're like, okay, forget you guys.
Yeah, and we're not going to give you money, but you're still going to keep doing what you're doing, and it makes no sense.
That and the creativity too, or the art form in it too. It just feels like it just was sucked out.
Yeah, because they don't. This is the other thing. You would think if they still don't care, but you still think they would care about green and
Yeah.
they're losing money on almost everything they put out recently. You think eventually they might be like, look, I know it takes a while to make the movies, so there's stuff that's going to come out that was made a while ago they can't learn their lessons on, but going into future productions, you think they'd be like, look, we need to change some stuff. What we're doing now is not working.
Yeah, but no, they're gonna stand by it because they don't want to admit that they failed. So these yahoos, they have to double down.
They have to double down. Yep.
No, we all discussed it before.
Yeah, well, and
it's nothing new. Why should we be surprised?
But it trickles into the comics, and that's where it kind of actually makes me more mad.
Does.
Like movies, there's other movies I can go see. I don't have to go see a Marvel movie, but
yeah,
I want to buy, my superhero comics. I want to buy Batman and and stuff like that. I want to buy X-Men. I want to buy Spider-Man, but why buy it when it's just trash? And I grew up with that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't care about it. So yeah, but hopefully I think you never know.
Yeah, I think those comics are hurting. Those comics are kind of dead, but it gives rise to other stuff too. You know what I mean? I think it's just another. Now it's time for the underground. Now it's time for the indie to do stuff. Same thing. I feel like it followed music a lot.
Oh, dude, forget about it. Yeah, music is.
It's like where it became all corpo and big and then all of a sudden like grunge and alternative showed up.
Even recently now, it's hard to find good music, and you do have to scour the internet for like an underground band or, an act you never heard of. You're like, wow, these guys are actually really, really good. I found one, man, they're really good, and they put their album out in 2018, but I think they disbanded because I can't find a trace of them anywhere online.
Oh,
and I'm like, man, this album is so good. So yeah, it was kind of sad. But if they don't they put their album out, if it doesn't sell and they can't get venues or airplay or whatever, eventually they're just like, look guys, we got to do something different, and they break up.
Yeah. Or maybe they even now too, they got to get that exposure on like sound, almost like the same thing that indie artists and indie comics are doing. You get on SoundCloud and people buy your albums or buy your music and stuff like that. So there is that there is that aspect now to where it is easy. It's very easy. It's very easy to put your stuff out to the masses and have anybody just buy them.
That's where like YouTube is definitely it comes in.
Yeah, because that's what I listen. I listen to YouTube, man, and I find all these bands like the Midnight and Laser Hawk and like that do like 80s synth stuff. Like it's badass. Like it's 80s. Like it feels like 80s, like synth wave. And they're like, well, how old is this album? 5 years ago? Like, okay, you're just like, all right, man. Just doing stuff that sounds like 80s synth wave, but now, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like that's great.
Yeah, like new metal is kind of also big on the underground and coming back a little bit. So
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, there's stuff out there, but sometimes it just takes digging. And I like new metal fine, but I also want to hear some new stuff that I'm like, wow, this is cool. Like, I don't know. I mean, I want to see young bands. I just want to see them do well. It's like the music I listen to me is kind of a younger genre anyway. And so it's like, I don't mind seeing old dudes up there doing metal, but you want to see some new bands, some fresh blood and some cool new sound. And it's just not coming.
Yeah, I think it'll come eventually. That's like, there was a big, like, it's called like future funk is another like subgenre, or like they also call it like new disco. And it's like dance, it's like disco dance music, but mixed with like house music, and it's like all these young people doing it now. And it's like, okay, so I think you feel like you'll have that resurgence eventually and stuff like that. The same thing with like all this 80s synthwaves. It's all young people doing it now.
Yeah, because they're discovering it. To them, 80 like this synthwave stuff is new to them. Like they never heard it. They're like, wow, this is cool. And so they imitate it a little bit, and they influences them, and that's awesome. I mean, it's good. A synthwave isn't my thing, but if it is your thing, you want to see that. You want to see kids that are like, because dude, music, forget about it. Like you got with TikTok especially, they're exposed to so many different genres, so many different styles, so many different bands that they like everything almost. Like there are maybe some exceptions, but for the most part, they like a wide range, and it influences them, and then you can get that weird mix of like maybe funk synth. You're like, wow, this is kind of weird. So It's a new generation, but it's just got to be done well.
Also, I feel like like growing up, if you liked a certain type of music, you would be like, oh, you like this, oh, you nerd, or you like that,
Yep.
whatever. You just, you know what I mean? And I feel like that type of stuff is gone.
Yeah, it is.
People like what they like now. It's
Which
almost
is
like, oh, you
refreshing.
haven't heard this? You gotta hear this guy. So it's almost like it's like the opposite. It's like, oh, you haven't heard of this? Dude, check this out, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, like growing up now, I'm like, yeah, I listen to different stuff. But like you said, when I was younger, dude, I wouldn't be caught dead listening to classical when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was in my 20s. But now I enjoy it, man. You know, so I enjoy different things. Country is probably the one thing I just cannot do. It makes me angry.
It's tough. It's tough too.
It makes me angry when I hear it. Like I was listening to Joe Rogan, and nothing against this artist. I'm sure he's very talented. I'm sure it's just not my thing. But they started playing Jelly Roll, and they kept going. I'm like, dude, I'm getting so mad. Please stop. Like, it was just genuinely making me mad. I'm like, I can't take it. And it's not because he's bad. It's just the style of music. I can't tolerate it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't do it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, and I get it. There's people that probably feel the same way about metal. You know, they
used to get that all the time when they were like, dude, because I would listen to like techno and Prodigy and shit like that, Chemical Brothers and stuff in high school, and they would be like, how could you listen to it with no words? I'm like, I just do, man. I like it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I don't need words. I don't need singing. I don't need. Just give me that beat, and you know, people couldn't understand it. So
not only that, I mean,
same way, you know.
There's plenty of cool instrumental bands too, and it's yeah, there's no words, but you can focus a little more on what you're doing sometimes, because there are no words to distract you, and you'd be like, you know, I mean, if you listen to something long enough, obviously it doesn't, but yeah, without the words though, you're mainly focused in on the beat, or like the beat's grooving you, you're moving to it, you're getting some energy in there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, music's definitely different these days, but sometimes in a bad way. We listen to the radio because my nephew works with me, and on the way to work, he likes hip hop. I'm not big into hip hop, but he'll listen to. Actually, we have a station that plays classic rock, and he knows like all the songs because he grew up with them, with my mom and his mom and stuff like that. So he has that station on, so he actually likes some of that stuff, and so he puts it on because he knows I don't like hip hop. I'm like, dude, it's your car, listen whatever you want, but it's still nice of them. But there's plenty of songs that come on. I don't mind them. There's a few that come on where I'm just like, oh, so redneck. Like, dude, I'm sorry, Sweet Home Alabama is such a redneck song.
It is
so redneck, dude.
But it's one of those that almost like it almost like transcended. It's almost like popular music now because it's transcended, because it's been in so many movies, it's been so many things, you know, that almost like transcended country. You know, it's like Freebird. It's like you're like, it's Freebird. You're like, yeah, man, it's Freebird.
It's
you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, it's Freebird. Leave it on, I guess. You know?
Yeah, not a big Leonard Skinner guy. Just the name itself, Leonard Skinner. It sounds white trash.
It does.
It does, dude. And nothing against. Hey, if you like it, that's like Matt says. You know, that's your Rocky Road. You know, I like pistachio. That's what Bar says. And that's cool. Dude, Leonard Skinner. so redneck. I'm white. I can say redneck.
Yeah, I can't even name you any modern hip hop stuff. Any stuff that I listen to, usually classic or it's like MF Doom, which like transcends everything.
I like Tech 9. I listen to Tech 9.
Yeah, I gotta listen to some more Tech 9 because one of my buddies loves Tech 9 too.
I like the stuff where he has metal singers on with him because that stuff's a little heavier. But I like some of his other stuff that he has no guests on. So I don't have much Tech 9, but I have some.
So like MF Doom will like rap over the track from the old Marvel cartoons.
Oh, cool.
Or like the Scooby-Doo intro, and he wears MF Doom. It was Metal Fingers Doom, and he wears a mask. Like he never showed his face. The guy actually he passed away about 2 years ago.
It's not the
But
guy
it's-
with the mouse head, is it?
No, that's that's a techno guy. That's a EDM guy.
That's what I
That's
thought.
Dead Mouse. Yeah,
That's
no,
Dead
his
Mouse. That's right.
yeah,
Okay.
he's MF Doom is dope.
I think I've
If you
heard
like-
of him. I think I've heard of MF Doom.
But a lot of his stuff is all awesome beats and stuff.
I mean, I might have heard the name. I don't think I've ever heard him.
Yeah, he was doing stuff on Adult Swim. They would have him on Adult Swim and stuff.
I used to watch Adult Swim.
Let's see. We'll put. I'm trying to think which one was that.
I can subscribe, everybody.
I can subscribe.
I can share it out. So. But then again, you got Ethan streaming. So
Yeah, it is what it is.
it is what it is, man. You can't dictate your schedule around other streamers.
Mm-hmm. Try to find something that's not so bad because I was like, "What's up, dude?" And like, so the stuff he said, I don't want the N-word dropping on this thing.
Yeah, but
Is
you're
it all
not the one
caps?
saying it.
I'm not, man. Oh, this is a good one. All caps is good. I think this is the one I was thinking about. Oh yeah. So the guy, but he's a comic book fan, dude.
Oh, nice.
Like that's why I was like he wasn't where he was, unfortunately. And this
Right.
was like it's transcended. Like I don't know, man. I don't like modern rap, but MF Doom's been around for like freaking 15, 20 years. You know, that's like all right, cool.
I don't listen to enough modern rap to really make a fair assessment. You know.
Yeah, me neither.
But
I hear stuff and it sounds like they're mumbling. They're like mumble hibble hibble. I'm like,
well, that's
come on,
mumble
man.
rap. Yeah, that no
Like
one likes
used to
that.
be, you know what I'm saying? Like used to be able like you used to be able to like number one freestyle and then number two battle like back in the day, you know?
Yeah. We even had like, dude. I mean, look at I know it's cliche, but I grew up in the '90s. But if you look at the hip hop acts that were around back then, they were beasts. Like they were just they were killers, man, and quite literally, actually, some of them were.
Yeah, some
but,
of them, they murdered a couple
yeah,
people.
but you can't really hold a candle to that. To most of these popular ones, you can't. Like today's hip hop, I'm sure there's some good ones out there.
Here, I'll turn this up. Let me know if you can hear this. Oh, let me stop that stuff, and we'll play some MF Doom and stuff. It's a good one. This is the one I think that was like grabbing beats from some of the other stuff, some of the other old cartoons. Let me know if this is too loud though.
I don't think it's too loud.
Is that all right?
I think so.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged.
Well, that's
You know
from
I won't stick
Spider-Man.
low, and it's not his fault
The-
you kick slow.
It's
Trick hold,
from the
check
old
hold,
Spider-Man
just sit
cartoons.
glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go. And you know I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try. Villain, the worst guy. Spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. And show them what they know not through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to headspin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaloo. It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame. Just remember.
Yeah, I mean, I like it
all
with the
caps when you
horns
spell
and
the
stuff.
man name.
Plus, this video is awesome.
Yeah, the video helps.
Yeah.
And you know it like a poet, like baby doll. I bet she tried to say she gave me her all. She played ball. All bets off. The villain got the dice.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. So I like MF Doom. Like I love that guy.
That's pretty cool. It's good stuff. Not bad. Not
But
bad.
it's not like new. It sounds to me. It sounds more like old school, more like 80s.
That definitely
90s.
sounds more old
know.
school, dude. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, but yeah, not bad. Still playing on your end.
Oh, this
it's
is
funny.
the,
Your music kind of fits it. This funny.
yeah. I try to have a little bit of that boom bap in this playlist that I put together, so it's not just so jazzy. A little bit, a little bit of beats on it, so you don't fall asleep.
Yeah, I feed the ducks. I anger everybody by feeding the ducks. That's
Yeah.
one of the that's the name of one of the songs on the StreamYard.
I know, man. That's why I'm like, oh, I can't use that. I can't feed the ducks. I mean, this is Melon anyway, so they don't even give you any music, I don't think.
I guess you could. There might be a like a clip or a YouTube video that has the track of feeding the ducks, and then you can, download it and take the video off and download it as an MP3 and put it in your thing. If you were so desperate.
I was so desperate. I need to feed the ducks, man. Do get another one.
Where's my pen? Oh, I put my there it is. My stylus. Sorry.
Oh, stylus.
Stylus.
I was looking at that. What are you using?
Oh, dude, I've had this
Studio?
thing for like, what is this? 2023? Maybe 8 years. 7 or 8 years. I don't know. I have a Unova MSP 19U.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's old, man, but
That's
it
not at all
works. It
talking
works.
Greek to me, man. Like,
It's a Unova is the brand name.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, MSPU is just the model, and then it's 19 inches. So, but
that's what she said.
that's what she if you're lucky. Dude, I've had this thing for years, and it like there was a couple of times where I was like, oh no, it's crapping out on me, but it isn't. It still works perfectly well, and I don't see a reason to upgrade just yet. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to a Helion, but I don't do colors really. So I mainly just do lines. So at that point, I don't need the color corrections and stuff like that. I don't need the pretty much color correction. I can't remember the name of it. It's escaping me right now. But so I don't have to worry about all that stuff because I do color, but I do it traditionally, or if I do like a trading card, I'm not as finicky as everybody else. Like it doesn't have to be, oh, that's like green, but it's not mint green. It's more of a light mint green, and it needed to be a mintier mint of the mints. I'm like, I don't care. It's green.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm the one picking it, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I let Inkspots do the colors for now. But I also like working with watercolor though. If I'm gonna color it for watercolor or Copics or something.
That's cool.
But like I said, this thing works, dude. And at the time, it was expensive. I'm sure I'd probably sell this thing for like $20 if somebody might buy it. But the Helions are pretty good. They're comparable to a Wake.
And what program are you using?
It's Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just draw in Photoshop. Do you do any digital?
I do Procreate on the iPad.
That's right. You Procreate. That's right.
But I think Clip Studio has something on the iPad too.
Yeah, Clip Studio does too. Once again, I'm not very fancy. I use one brush.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I use see how it's oh, you can't see because I have it. Let me do this actually. I'll show you real quick.
Do that and
no, hold on. I got to do this because it won't show unless I have. All right. There you go. So you see how it's pinched and tilted? Because that kind of mimics a nib a little bit. I actually learned this trick from McFarlane, so it'll kind of mimic a nib. So if you let me make it bigger, so it looks nibbish. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's why I use that. That's the only brush I use. I don't use like fancy little featherings and stuff like that. I just cross hatch and I do it all myself. So
nice.
Yeah, so but yeah, Procreate. I like Procreate. I have an iPad, and I do like messing with like the charcoal, stuff when I'm coloring and stuff like that. But as far as inking goes, man, it's just one hard brush, and I just do it. It's easier for me. Like I don't know if you saw the alien thing that I did from Topic was. That was digital, so that's all that one brush. But usually I'm just like this is as detailed as this is gonna get, and then I'm gonna print it up and ink it traditionally. So
okay,
it's that way. That way I can actually be more precise with the lines, and because like I said, vision sucks. So I need it to be tighter, and I need to do that digitally.
Yeah, what I've been doing for using Procreate is doing like stickers and stuff for the store, the game store, and then I draw it rough like this, and then I take a picture of it on the iPad, and then I import it to Procreate, and then when I want the lines like straight and the same, like you know what I mean, the same thickness, then I just use Procreate to do that, because you could you do the drag and then you tap the button and you can adjust the line and stuff. So I want everything kind of like straight and the same evenness, like even and. That's what I use Procreate for.
Yeah, and like with Photoshop, like, dude, forget about it. I suck with rulers. So it's just easier for me to see it, making the straight lines. And although with Photoshop, they did their updates. They're constantly changing things and making them worse. So I actually have it's like 2020, I think I have a Photoshop. But I could have the newest one. I have the Creative Suite. And Procreate I like because I like those kind of features. Like their updates are all good, and also with Procreate is that one down payment and you're set. So
yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I paid
that's
$10
so
or something stupid. It was like $10. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, dude, it's the best cheap program ever. Like it's insane. Like Sketchbook Pro used to be amazing because it was free. I don't know if it's available anymore. I think they got rid of it, but that was an amazing program for being free. You can even change the type of paper you used.
Oh, wow.
It was really good. But I do like Procreate, though. I haven't played with it in a while because I don't draw on my iPad. I draw on my computer. Laugh emoji. Where's my laugh emoji? Okay.
Swoop that in a bit. Let's see. It's wonky building I'm drawing.
I gotta decrease my pen size. I might detail all these digitally. Maybe I don't know. I would do it traditionally, man. If I could see them, I would do the whole thing traditionally. Forget about it. I love working traditionally.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just, I don't know. It just feels, to me, it feels good.
It does. It feels more involved. It just does. And you're more committed to the work, like especially when you're inking. Like, penciling, you can erase and then, that's fine. That's no different than hitting Control Z on my freaking, back history and stuff. But when it comes to inking, it's like, you can use whiteout, but you kind of don't want to because you got to draw over the whiteout. It's not fun. But I just love working traditionally. Plus, I get dirty when I work traditionally sometimes. I like that. Make sure I didn't put a skull on his butt. I know Hocky had his pencils at dawn today, so he may not be in today.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I mean, he could come in and, get some work done, but he's lazy.
That's what I told him. Maybe he wants to come and hang out. I know he was starting it late, so.
That ain't late. No, he ended. Yeah, it's early for Hocky. He's an Aussie.
Let's do that. We're not gonna have. It's not gonna be dollars. This is gonna be Mickey Mouse is gonna be robbing creativity. That's what he's gonna do from the creativity bank, and it's gonna be like little glowing little orbs, like little like
creativity orbs.
Yeah, here we go.
The essence of creativity. It's to the essence. Dude, did you watch the Dark Crystal series on Netflix that was out a while back?
I haven't even watched the movie yet.
Oh, no,
and that's how bad I am. So like, I've been actually waiting for my daughter to get a little bit older so she can watch it. She's 5 right now, and we were gonna watch it. She wanted the movie night, and I told the wife, like, why don't we watch the Dark Crystal? You know, and she was like, because 80s actually sent it to me on Blu-ray.
I can understand waiting until she's maybe 7.
Yeah,
you know, I get that.
Puppets, so
5's a little young, and it's pretty. You know, it can be pretty scary for a kid.
Okay.
So
yeah, I might have to check and watch it before.
They have you even do screenshots look at screenshots of the Sketskis because they're like skeletal vultures almost. Like they have flesh and stuff, but they're so skinny. And they look like vultures, like bipedal humanoid. Those are like the main bad guys. And then I forget the name of the good guys that are wizards. But then you have the Gelflings. They're the hero. They're the hero of the story.
Uh-huh.
But they're like elves, like little gnomes. But yeah, it's an amazing movie. Fantastical creatures. Olga is some kind of witch scene, which she's good, but she's kind of ugly and haggly. Though that actually, I don't know. I think this is where Piper got her name, but Fizzgiggity, she's Fizzgiggity, and Fizzgig is the name of like the dog cat thing in the Dark Crystal. Is Fizzgig. So she called herself Fizzgig.
You better go talk to your mom before you go get in trouble. You're not supposed to be awake.
Oh, snap!
Huh? You'll talk to your mama. You're not supposed to be awake. Okay.
She wants to watch the Dark Crystal.
Right? Oh God. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Chad?
Yo,
hey, how are you?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Just came back from dinner with a couple friends.
Nice.
Went and had Indian food.
Oh, how'd that go?
Oh, so good. I'm so stuffed. Just ate too much. It's one of those like meals where you get the naan bread and all the sauce and everything, and you just keep lapping up the sauce with the bread after, because you run out of rice and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're trying your former employer over here.
Oh yeah, my boss Nikki.
Yeah, he's stealing creativity right now from the creativity bank.
I don't hold it against the mouse. I hold it against the people behind the mouse.
I know. I was watching a thing on animation on Disney Plus, and it was like from the 1953, like is when this thing was made, and it was Walt Disney talking about like animation. It was so cool, and he's like, all right, man, like, and he talks about like the first animation from like cave paintings to like the thing that you like spin with your hand like this, with the bird in the cage, and he started talking about like then the circle deal, and then so he's there just talking about like the history of animation and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was
you could tell how much he cared, like
that was from Wonderful World of Disney, and you can find those on DVD.
Ooh, yeah, this thing was it's just called something animation on there, and it's black and white. There's no color, and then he talks about the Fleischers and Max Fleischer.
Yep.
And in the clown and the inventing rotoscoping and stuff like that, dude. You're like, wow, dude. Like I couldn't even imagine today, like Disney talking about like, yeah, DreamWorks invented X, Y, and Z, and this is I can't even imagine.
I love how they gave it such a fancy name, rotoscoping, when it was just tracing.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to be too obvious.
Odin, what's up, bud?
Wow, we both
What's
hopped
up,
in at the
J-Bot?
same time.
You guys were out to dinner together. That's what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
go
well,
get
yeah.
Indian food together.
Yeah. You know,
Tell
we're
you
pals.
We're pals. Yeah. We met in the middle somewhere,
Yeah.
up in Spokane. It's not that far.
Yeah.
Together forever and all for one.
So I promoted that Kill Them Dead a little bit for you, and I also played the
Ooh,
trailer
thank you.
for Black Phantom. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you. You played
J-Bot,
it. I appreciate
you rock and roll
I did, yeah.
all night long.
I
Well,
how you
so
mentioned
far,
Frog. You mentioned
it
Frog G,
says-
that was nice.
It says that the owner of the music allows it for use on YouTube, so hopefully I don't get any trouble past that for that trailer.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
What is it a song from a band?
It's a punk band that did they do a bunch of albums and they redo cover songs, but for this particular album they did musicals. They redid songs for musicals, and that's the Phantom of the Opera song. So
I don't know if that one would get you copyright.
If it's a cover, and then you're usually okay.
right.
And well, even if it's a cover of an Offspring song, you could still get a copyright strike, even though it's allowed on YouTube.
It sounded familiar. If the band,
Well, he said it's from Phantom of the Opera, so
Yeah.
but I don't think
Well,
you can.
I don't know about. I'm
copyright
talking about the
Phantom
band
of the Opera.
itself.
So
The band sounded familiar. Was it me first in the Gimme Gimmes?
Correct.
I love the
don't-
Rocket Man cover. The Rocket Man cover is sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, so because that's what I do. I put music over top of all my stuff, and I get a copyright strike, even though it says the owner allows this content to be used on YouTube.
Right.
So
You just
but-
can't monetize it or anything.
you can't monetize it, but there are people that are very anal about showing copyrighted stuff on their stream,
Right.
Because they then they get,
Sure.
I can get monetization for this stream,
Well,
like whatever. But you should be fine. It's Phantom of the Opera.
I thought that version is like very fitting for the comic. It sounds like a
Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon song, and
Yeah.
Did you play that earlier today?
I did right after right when I started the the
Because I was
stream.
like, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
wish I were
Chad,
here
is it-
for
I'm
it.
not saying that you should pull it up and we should watch it.
I should
again,
pull it up again because it's badass.
I'm kind of saying that.
Is it on your channel, Chad?
Yes,
Pulled it off
it is.
of the
Because you can
But
because
it's-
you can. Go ahead, Chad.
I was just gonna say if I pull it up, it's gonna run slower. So
No, that's not why I'm asking. I'm asking because if you go into your YouTube studio, it'll
Mhm.
say like under
Oh, yeah.
copyright, it'll say none or copyright or like
Yeah.
So if it says none, then you're totally fine.
it says copyrighted. But it said the owner allows it, and it's fine, is what it told me. But-
Yeah. So that's
Right.
like Jason said. You can play it all you want, probably no issues, but you couldn't make any money off that.
No.
video.
Right, but neither could the person who's playing its channel. This is where it gets tricky with
Oh, I see what
Infinity.
you're saying.
All
yeah,
right,
if you're go under YouTube Studio,
Yep,
and
I'm-
if it says copyright under just don't like it'll say copyright none copyright. So if
I'm-
you see
I'm
the
going there.
copyright as a flag, then
YouTube
if it says none, then
Studio
you're fine. Yeah, and it'll have a list
Under
of all of
content.
your yeah.
and
It'll-
I don't see a flag there on the channel content screen.
It just says none. I'll bring up
Let me see if I
mine.
can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, there should be a place that says copyright, and then there's like a list, and then all your
bring
videos
up
are there, and
mine
it's
real
just
quick.
It said
none,
it
or
says
copyright.
it says restrictions copyright.
That means
Okay.
it's copyrighted. Yeah.
It says copyright protected content found. The owner allows the content to be used on YouTube.
Yeah, so sadly it is copyrighted. So if like you're on with Malin and he plays it, he'll get a copyright strike on his channel. Even though it's not really it's not a strike, it won't take his stream down, but he just won't be able to get ad revenue monetization. He'll be able to get his super chat money.
Well,
You
Jay,
know what I mean?
Oh no.
Which that
No,
ad revenue only matters if you have. tons
Dude, there's
people
plenty of
following.
YouTubers that
Listen.
don't care that are big guys, but there
This
are
is the
some that are
underground.
like,
We do what we want.
if you tell them before they play
fucking
it,
scare us, man.
Chad, if you're someone's like hosting you, you could just tell them, look, the song's copyrighted, just so you know.
Okay.
And they might be like, okay, well, I won't play it. Like, it'll be up to them. Don't change your video.
I gotta comment, Jay, on your Mickey.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It's not on model.
Oh, I won't say. Well, as far as
and I'm kind of just doing it the way I want because I don't want Disney to come after me.
I've got 2 nitpicks, but really if you want any close to likeness, the eyes are not close enough together.
It's always your big gripe, it seems. It's always the eyes have to be close together.
They have to be close together, otherwise it doesn't look right. Okay. That is my big
a lot
gripe.
of those old cartoons, the eyes were oftentimes I drew them together. They were so close.
You'd be surprised if he drew that left eye closer, more to the middle, how much more like me it would.
Let's give it a shot, and then we'll play the trailer to the Black Phantom.
I appreciate.
All right, so you're drawing Mickey with a Glock 9mm or something.
Yeah.
Jason, what are you drawing?
The layout for the Frog. Well, tightening the layout for Frog G so I could print the page and ink it.
Why are you doing so much detail right now?
Because my eyes are really bad, so I can't really even see this much. So it's just easier. I add a lot of detail though, traditionally, and I sometimes go over. It's no different than a blue line and somebody like going over it with a pen. Like this is, I go over these lines again. Not all of them, but maybe like 70% of them. So it's just like I have vision. I have vision problems, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, I got to draw the bubbles. I'll come in and tighten the pencils once I'm done.
So
the creativity bubbles that he's
check out my standee.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
It turned out really cool.
Yeah, it turned out great.
That's dope.
Yeah, can't wait to have these made and ship them with my books.
That's gonna be awesome. Easy to pack too. They're flat.
Yeah,
you know.
It's nice to have everything in one Gemini.
Yep.
Nice and flat. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's what I told Ink when we were working on ours. I'm like, dude, I want everything to fit in a Gemini. Like, I don't want to, like, a traditional, like, original pages aside, obviously.
All right, those are go and share this real quick. Let me shut off my music.
The prints we did were all, fit in a sleeve.
6x9. Yeah. Even my head sketches are 6x9.
Let me know if you guys can hear that. Okay, I'm gonna start it up.
Yeah, I can hear
it. Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear. It's me they hear. Your spirit and my voice in one combine. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind.
That's great.
July 10th.
Nice, dude. Nice job, man.
It was
After watching it, I realized I had seen it.
It was chuggy on my end, so I don't know how it looked on you guys.
It looked
on
fine.
your end.
It looked good.
It wasn't smooth at all on my end.
Let me go to your channel. I'm subscribed to you. I don't know why I didn't get notified about the upload.
But yeah, dude. Like I originally had it at 1minute and 45 seconds, and then Dan Plagle and Hocky looked at it and they went, and I talked with him on, on Discord, and he went, "Yeah, dude, it's too long." I was like, all right, so I cut 1 minute off of it.
Yeah, I like the length. It's
this is a really good.
Be long. Yeah,
they should be short. Mine was way long for Shove, but
yeah, how dare you?
Jay, you did like a shortened version, which was pretty cool actually.
Oh yeah, I did. As much as I loved it, man, I had to cut that shit in half, man. It's so many times, man. All right, man. There you go. Let's chuck 30 seconds out of this.
But you cut out the whole 10-minute
guitar solo. You cut out
Yeah, right.
fucking my slam
Right.
poetry section.
And then
everything.
everybody like brings out their lighters, or now it's their phones. Everybody brings their phones and lights their phones
Their
up.
phones as lighters.
It's
They have the
not even
lighter app.
cool. Yeah, right. That's a lighter on the screen that they flick and it turns on.
Mhm.
Like, yay.
So
Hey,
yeah,
Hockey, what's up, bud?
This was one of the first apps. What's up, Hockey?
Thanks to Hockey and Dan, it's now shorter and it looks better. So
it's very succinct and nice.
I can't believe you listen to Hockey.
Hey, you know, I can take criticism.
Broken clocks, right?
Some people can.
Twice a day.
Even well, having worked in with a lot of different producers and art directors and stuff, sometimes I have to turn that mentality off where my feelings aren't. My feelings really don't matter. And what matters is we're making a product, and that product has to sell. So if there's a critique, then I should really listen to it and figure out how to make it work based off of that critique. So I don't get my feelings hurt so much anymore. But
plus making money will always make your feelings feel better.
Yeah.
It's just because he's dead inside now.
And Chad's right is a lot smoother on his. If you go to his channel and watch it.
Yeah, check out Chad's channel.
It's.
Are you a wrench, Chad? You want to drop the link in the description for the 2 people that are watching right now?
I'm only watching through your stream. I can't type into the chat.
You'd have to go into YouTube.
Yeah, you'd have to go into YouTube and stuff.
Give me 1 minute and
make sure it's muted.
Let's see. Let's make. Should I make Hockey a mod? Should I give him a wrench?
No.
Okay. He's not here. He can't plead his case.
Yep.
He has to have some lunch.
Instant answer.
That's why you shouldn't give him the wrench. No, give him a wrench.
It's true. If he was here,
that way he could drop the link for my campaign.
Yeah, there you go.
Which I didn't hear you mention.
Jason is a meanie. Frog G's in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, but you didn't say you played it.
I played Frog G.
No, it's too late now.
Now you say it.
You highly offended me.
You're on episode. I don't know what more you want from me, man.
Is that a Clerks quote?
Yeah, it's a Clerks quote.
All right.
I don't know.
You've highly offended me.
There's the link to my channel in the chat. I did it.
Yeah.
Sweetness.
Go subscribe to Chad
Well, now I can go.
I'm not such an old man.
Hit that bell for notifications.
Yeah, ring my bell.
Why am I not seeing it? I'm on YouTube.
What are you talking about? He dropped it.
He dropped it. That's what I
It's
hear.
right
but
there.
I don't see it.
It's right there.
I don't see it either.
What? Let me go
I'm on
over there.
YouTube. I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Let me go over there.
I don't
You
know.
guys whine. You could just pull in Chad's
See, you
leg.
guys have the slow connection and stuff.
I noticed that it is connected to the wrong Wi-Fi right now. I'm doing on the 2 gig instead of the 5 gig.
It's
right
not.
now.
It's not showing up in the chat on your stream chat. Like, what is this service called? Whale or something or
Melon.
melon?
Whale.
Yeah,
Whale.
fat melon, fat whale.
You could drop links
Yeah.
into your
It's
your,
not. It's not in the stream, so
yeah, you have to you have to be a mod in order to drop links.
well, it's showing up on YouTube, but not in your melon stream.
It's showing up on your YouTube.
It's
Yeah,
not showing up
whatever.
on my YouTube.
It's showing up in Jason's.
Hold on.
Put it in the
Hold on.
private.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no. It's
mod.
not.
I
It's
can,
not
go
showing
ahead.
up in mine.
Put it in the
Watch,
private
I'll-
chat and I'll put it in.
I'll-
All right, man.
I'm gonna show you
Hold on.
boomers
I
right
got
now.
you. I got it right now. Don't worry about it.
I got it right now. See?
All right, I already posted
Paste.
it.
How many artists does it
Hold
take
on.
to drop a link?
Dumbasses
Well, one of them's-
loads.
I already dropped it.
Hold on.
Thanks.
All right, I dropped it.
John, he dropped it too. Yeah, Jay dropped it.
I dropped it.
I think you
Dropping
fumbled
it.
There you go. I dropped it.
Thank you.
All right, Chad, I'm subscribed.
I should be a wrench now.
I think you just give me a comment in the thing, and then I can make you one. Give me a comment in the chat.
I should be a
All right, everybody, we're gonna clip this. Trying to figure out how Chad can drop his link. We're gonna clip this. It's gonna be a highlight of the show.
Highlights. Yeah, highlights.
But if you just put a comment in the YouTube chat, Chad, then I could give you a wrench, and then you can drop it anytime. But I have to do it in the comments here in the chat.
Why does Hocky want to kick me? Hocky, you have a wrench because of me. I don't see you in here working, Hocky.
I know. You can't show egg beater, bro.
Oh, jeez. Disavow.
See, I just commented in the chat.
Yeah, he's right there.
There it is. I'm
There we go.
typing
I'm
now.
typing now. Cool.
Well,
Now,
technically, you're not typing now.
Well, it kind of reminds me of that line that
There
Harley
you go.
Quinn said in Suicide Squad 2. She goes, "I'm pacing back and forth now."
Yeah, the Suicide Squad was so much better.
Or was that The Simpsons when they had the Al Gore doll and you pull his string and he goes, "You are hearing me talk."
Oh, I think Hocky might be at the gym getting buff.
Oh,
He's working on his
he's
stomach.
eating lunch. That's what he's doing.
Hockey
Oh, he's
eating
not-
Pocky.
He's not.
buff.
He's eating Pocky.
He's not
Getting
doing
buffet.
mad crunches at the gym.
Nestle Crunches at the buffet.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
crunches.
So last night I went to the Astros game. It was Star Wars night, and I was wearing the Chewbacca mask that I have. This one right here. See.
Nice.
And
Oh, no, yeah.
I ended up after a home run. I ended up on TV wearing that mask, going like this at the camera, going. "Roar."
Nice.
And it not only made it on TV, it made it on the jumbotron as a highlight. Later
Of
in the
your
game,
life.
they do a highlight reel during the game on the
Yeah.
jumbotron, and then it made it on TV again in the highlight reel. So
Nice.
You're a superstar. Too bad you weren't wearing a shirt
Gonna
that
come
said,
after
like,
you. Lucasfilm's gonna come after you, bro.
Black
That's my-
Phantom funding soon.
yeah, that's what I need to do next time. I figured. So the last 3 games I've been to, we share seats in season tickets with a group.
Yeah.
And the last 3 games I've made it on TV. So
Nice.
I'm on a streak.
Gotta get that Black Phantom merch.
That's what
Really?
I'm thinking. Need a Black Phantom mask. And
How many
a
times do you
t-shirt.
go to the ballpark?
At least once a week, almost.
Okay, so you need a unconditional shove shirt. You need a Frog G shirt.
There you go.
Mighty Mod Studios shirt.
Yeah. If you want to send me free merch, I'm gonna be right here.
I
I'll
can
give
send
you
you
my-
a Frog G
I'll
beanie.
give you
Right.
my PO box here tomorrow.
Free if it gets on camera.
Hockey's saying that he's actually now he's undoing all the hard work he did yesterday.
There you
So
go.
He's starving. He's eating a bunch of potato
Buff
chips.
wad yesterday.
Buffalo, that doesn't sound.
Buff wad.
I bet he ate pizza.
That's a different type of stream.
Pizza's delicious.
Who are the Astros playing, by the way?
Washington
was like-
Nationals.
Oh, the Nationals.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough.
And they won last night and they won tonight. So 2 games out of the series they've won. Star Wars night is a lot of fun. They do it at probably every park, but it's neat. You get to dress up if you want.
Yeah.
Makes
they
the most
don't-
sense for the Astros though, because of the name, right?
I don't know. Astros fill up like their stadium at a full capacity is 45 to 50,000, and they were at 45 almost. Well, sorry, they were at 44 last night and 40 tonight. So, not sure if Star Wars helped it any, but winning the World Series sure helped.
That always helps.
It was all Star Wars.
I think they were using the
Obi-Wan.
It was especially
It's really Oh,
Or
go
I was just
ahead.
No. I was just gonna make a dumb joke.
So the mascot does a bit, does a lot of different bits that they film before the game, and then they replay them during the game. Right. So his bit was, the mascot's name is Orbit. So he was wearing a Jedi robe, and he there's a lightsaber laying in the grass about 10 feet away from him. So he's trying to grab the lightsaber, and some dude walks out with a solid green bodysuit, like a green screen, and picks up the lightsaber and floats it to his hand. And then he does, in slow motion, he goes and does a handstand, and then while the guy with the green suit holds him up, then he lifts one hand straight out like he's doing a one-handed handstand. And then another guy comes out with another green suit on with a bunch of rocks and starts stacking them up on top of his feet.
That was good.
That's cool.
Yep. Pretty clever.
There's I think I seen them on Instagram or one of those where it's like they take the green screen out.
It's like a guy in a green, and he's like in front of the computer, and he's like in a green suit, but he's wearing glasses. And then they always like he zooms in and then like and it shows like the two green guys like helping out in the scene in the movie, or like helping like somebody do a backflip or something like that.
Hocky asked me how I like wearing a dress, and I'm just
what?
Yeah,
for his book.
That's so enigmatic.
Oh,
for his book.
I don't know. Maybe Pride Night might work.
That might work.
Well, Halloween would work too.
Listen, once you go, you might not come back from that, Chad.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Tucci likes wearing kilts, so
is he Scottish?
It's really funny. He thought he was like primary Italian, so he did one of those DNA test things, and it came out he was more Scottish than he is Italian.
Somebody better test the mailman then.
Is that why he's talking like Sean Connery?
Tucci isn't a very Scottish last name, I don't.
That's like my.
It sounds Italian.
My mom was like, "No, we're Irish. I'm Irish. We're Irish, Polish, Irish. European and stuff." My dad, who's from like Mexico, right? They do the 23andMe. He ends up having like more Irish in him than my mom. So, yeah. My dad is dark, dude. He would go. Okay, this is gonna be. This might sound racist, okay, but it's just
dude, it's your dad.
We'd go to the Dunkin' Donuts, and the Dunkin' Donuts by us was ran by Indians, and my dad would go in there, and like the girls working the counter had a thing for my old man because they thought he was Indian too. So then after a while he would send me to go get the donuts before work, and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, where's your dad?" I'm like, "Oh, he's in the car on the phone," but they're like looking for him.
That's
funny. My dad's that dark. They thought he was from like India.
Historically, a lot of Irish did go to Mexico around 1900.
Yeah, his real name, because he didn't know his father. His real name it's not Vasquez. That's his adopted name. His real last name would be Moran,
right?
And I guess it's the Fighting Morans that they were Irish that went to Mexico.
So my brother-in-law and his name is Brian. So one of my nephews, like he looks more like on the white Hispanic side than he does Mexican, but my nephew came out with the reddest hair you'd ever seen in your entire life from that Irish blood.
Yeah, well, even Louis C.K. I think was born in Mexico. I think he's Latino.
Oh yeah,
he speaks Spanish and stuff. They don't believe it. Like,
yeah, I heard him talk about his dad's like, it was kind of like you, Jay. It's like his dad was Mexican, then he was like, yeah.
But he lived in Mexico, and
Hockey says his last name is German, but I wouldn't know that.
Huck? Yeah, that sounds German.
Ad hoc?
E?
Is it a Y?
Hocky? No.
Okay. Hockey is okay.
I thought it was Puck.
Okay. Yeah.
Hockey puck.
Hockey puck.
And
Hey.
Puck sounds German to me. I had a friend, well, a couple friends. They did the DNA test, whatever, and or lineage, and they grew up. Their mom's maiden name was Thunderhawk. She always told them, Native
Wow.
American, through and through, all this stuff. They did the test, and they didn't have like any Native American.
Oh wow! How
She just
did it
really
end up?
Just really like rock and roll.
Somebody was lying somewhere. That's all we.
How did it get there? That's weird. Like, how did they end up with that name?
That's the thing. Somebody just liked it and appropriated it.
Be like, yeah, you're Indian. He says there is no E.
So maybe Hawk is his last name. I see.
Yeah, his last name is Hawk.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. That sounds German too, as he said.
It's a little close to hack.
Puck it.
Yep. Hack, Huck, Hawk.
Yeah, Hockey the hack. Hey, you don't want to appear in the stream, you get mocked.
You guys ever watch the Yellow Submarine Beatles movie?
Nope.
Don't talk to me ever again.
Never. I've never seen it.
I've had zero desire to ever want to watch it.
Well, then I'll just drop it.
Well, then fine. We're going to talk about it.
It's gonna have something cool to say, but
I don't know, man. I never got the art style,
in my opinion.
Well,
That's what I mean.
I was in a
ask?
psychedelic drug phase at one time. It made a lot of sense then.
Oh, it
I
makes
think all
sense now.
I think all people were, and they were like, and then I think people got into the Beatles at one point if they were like into doing into smoking pot or doing drugs, I think everybody did that stuff. I missed that boat.
Well, I didn't like the music. I just wanted to see colorful cartoons and stuff.
Well,
and especially older ones, because I was watching like Wizards and Fire and Ice, and all that stuff.
I just had.
There's no comparison. I'm not saying there is.
Come back.
I had
There
friends
you
that they would drop acid and watch Fuzz on the TV. Just watch the channels that.
Oh,
The white noise.
Just the white noise.
They're watching Cops.
And
Yeah,
they would
that's what I
tell
thought you were getting at. though.
they would tell me that they were watching cartoons and just sit and laugh. I was like, what?
That's a whole level I never got to. I don't think.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Is here make you a little bit better?
Oh,
Oh,
there you
the
go.
eyes. The eyes better.
They're too far apart, but it's pretty good.
I scooted them over. Scooted them together. Well, I was like, no, I don't want it to look.
I'm gonna say that about every Mickey drawing I see from now on.
Well, this is probably the only one.
I like how people are now I caught part of Ethan's stream where he and Malin this evening were making fun of Shane Davis because Eric July sold $300,000 worth of Shane's books. Those 5,000 copies they're selling for $100 a piece, and Shane didn't. They're saying Shane didn't ask enough for that cover.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
$100?
Yeah, $100. I mean, $100
Yeah,
is
they're
$100.
they're chromium covers.
So are Ethan's. They're 25.
Yes, but anyway, I found out how much the chrome.
Yeah, but
Well,
I'm not trying to start anything.
I got the quote today from Ethan's printer on chromium covers, and let's just say it's like buying a new car.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
Well, quantity dictates, I'm sure.
it does, but I don't think it helps much.
Yeah. Yeah, specialty printing, man. Sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I went, I'm not going to do that. But now there's that part of me that's going, I think I might be an insane person and actually do it now.
You could offer it as a stretch goal.
My wife was sitting there telling me, why don't you offer the first 50 backers they get an upgrade to Chromium for free.
That's
and
always
then,
cool.
And then each additional number higher, the number goes up. Like as an add-on, I'll have a limited number of that add-on, and you can get a Chromium for adding on $5 or $10, you know, and just build it up until I get the full asking price.
So the 50th person back in your book, it's like $100.
Well, no, it'd be like $10 more, and then the hunt from like 100, you know, like 50 to 1 or 200, it's like another $10. You know, it just goes up and up.
Yeah.
So I got to back day one, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I would back day one for that reason.
So
I got to back day one, hour one.
Yeah, that would be like really good incentive, like to get people. I didn't really think of it like that until my wife was like, "Well, what if you did this?" And then
that helped the launch day. Yeah, lots of backs.
But still, man, I'm still out half a new car by the time I reach.
I just think of a new car just like cut in half sitting in your driveway.
Yeah. It's like, if only I hadn't got the Chromium covers.
Damn it.
I'd have the rest of this car that's not finished loading.
The rest of it's buffering.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, though. That's if you choose to go the Chrome route.
Do they do glow in the dark?
You can do
Yeah,
that.
this melon, man, it starts chugging after a bit for me. Every time I.
Oh.
No.
He's not wrong. It does.
He's on limited time.
Chad is unlimited melon time. Oh, there he goes.
Time ran out.
Lovely
man.
to see
No,
you, Chad.
he gotta refill his melon minutes.
What's up, Fanta? What's up, Antics?
Hey, Fanta.
Hey.
He's like on the old cellular data plans where it's like after 9
Right.
you pay more per
Hey,
minute.
Fanta. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Sell us your kids. You can get some more time.
You're doing all right.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that, like,
Popping
and
in.
subscribe.
Doing really good.
Are you working on anything that you can share right now, Odin?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it because it's all pencils. I mean, I'm starting on inks. Start drawing
Okay.
panel borders.
Okay, just let me know when. I'll throw you up there too.
There.
So you can see your stuff. Are you working on Kill Them Dead, or are you working on Shove 2?
Shove 2. I'm not drawing Kill Them Dead.
I don't know if you're doing any more art. I saw that the vinyl thing is really cool. We can't see him. There he is.
Translucent.
Cool. I might have to switch to StreamYard or something, man. I thought Talk Studio
What happened?
would make this stuff better.
What's the deal, man?
I don't know,
What's
man.
the deal with this melon? My friend Millen doesn't like you.
Yeah.
I don't like you either. We're wanted men.
Who are these people?
StreamYard ain't bad for
I don't
$25
either.
a month. I mean,
Yeah,
it works.
Melon I have not.
The only thing I don't like about StreamYard is that I like what
I've
Melon
not
is.
had
I can add the second camera, and I just pay $15 a month. If you want a second camera in StreamYard, you have to pay like the $75 a month.
But why not just get OBS?
Because I'm on a Mac,
See, do it on.
and I tried OBS, but I just can't
OBS
get
doesn't
it.
work
just
on
run
Mac?
it through OBS.
I got an older Mac too, so it just doesn't run right.
Oh, that's weird. Seemed like OBS would be
Yeah.
pretty on top of things to be universal.
No, well, I don't update OBS because if I do, if your video card driver is too old, it like really causes problems, and it takes
Oh.
like 2 days to figure out what it is. So my video card is old, but the rest of my computer is good. So with his Mac, that might be an issue. He may not have, you know, his OBS may not be able to do it.
That might make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that. I keep updating it. One of these days, that'll probably show my video card obsolete.
My video card is really old. Like I'm surprised I can do what I can do.
I might have to buckle down and use Streamlabs app because Streamlabs has a desktop app for the Mac that works like OBS. I'm just not sure how exactly it works, but you can like do a lot of the same stuff you can do with OBS, but it's an app that's on the Mac. I have it installed. I just haven't messed around with it. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, man. Maybe I just do Streamlabs. or whatever it is, StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Maybe they changed. I don't know if they changed. I wonder if maybe they changed it. Because I just wanted the second camera. That's the only thing, but that I wanted. But at the same time, I might not necessarily need it.
I mean, I could see if you're by yourself, the second camera comes in handy. But if you're on a panel, you don't. I mean, like, I don't need to show my face.
Right.
If I'm drawing,
pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can always just do that.
Speaking of which, I can switch.
But if you're by yourself, it does help that people can see you while you're drawing. So I can see
those people like the face. Yeah, maybe I just
but
go.
Then again, you could have
on
if you have
Streamlabs.
StreamYard. If you have StreamYard, you at least have chat on your channel.
Yeah, because OBS will show like when I was looking on the Streamlabs app, I could have the chat showing up the whole time. Like you can have the chat on the side showing up the whole time. You could do layout like it's really like OBS, but it looks like an app.
Like OBS. Yeah, that's like OBS. I can do that. All right, I gotta go.
How long have you been back here, Hocky?
The cat.
Oh, I feel like it's been forever. No, only a couple of minutes.
I feel like you've been on the stream forever.
Let's see, what can I do? At the same time, though, Melon has really cool layouts.
You look very full.
It does. And also, I can add a second camera, which was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, Odin can add a second camera here. Boop. So anybody can add it, and I just have to, like, let it.
I can just add more like camera videos into my OBS. I mean, it'd be like.
Oh yeah, you can make them as big as you want. Put them anywhere.
I saw that.
You saw what?
Oh,
he cut out.
His Melon minutes ran out.
Right at the important part.
Do we need to send you a Melon Minutes prepaid card?
Yeah.
Poor Chad, his computer's
Gotta dial in 1-800-collect.
I'm gonna reboot.
There he is. There he is.
There you are. There you are.
Return
Reboot if you want. It's like Hockey's having no troubles. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Master Illustrator down there. What page are you on of the dress?
3.
Yeah, nice. You were
So
on
you just
2
set up
last night.
OBS as like your camera, then, right? Like you do the camera thing, like
The camera, yeah. When it goes to like select your camera in here, I select OBS Virtual Cam, and
there you
because
go.
you got to
Yeah,
turn that on in order for it to show up, and then you have scenes in your OBS, like, and you can transfer back and forth between scenes.
Oh, okay.
Almost
I
like
can do that. So it's not like you're 100% into like OBS with all the sound effects and all the BS and crap.
No,
that
dude, I
these
just
other
have
streamers
scene
just use
layouts.
that. Yeah.
Like, mainly I have it for like, okay, I could show what I'm drawing, and now I'm done drawing. Okay, there you go. There's my face. Everybody look at me now. Now I'm drawing again. So that's it.
That's it. Yeah, just a camera layout.
It's pretty camera layouts. It's all I have mine for.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. So
yeah.
Hello.
But I also have for whenever I'm off camera in Melon, I do that because
that's cool. Yeah.
Melon doesn't allow. And then I have one for my art table.
Apparently, Melon does allow that, but just no one but a few people can figure out how.
Yeah, it's like you got to go to like, I don't know. Let's see. Stop.
I tried forever one day, and I was like,
I mean, I got mine, but I don't know.
Is mine still there? No. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, there it
there.
is.
Yeah, there you are. There you are.
There you are.
So it's no, if you guys haven't noticed, it's no longer the art jam. It's the art department. It's the name of the show
art
now.
department.
The art department.
I didn't notice.
I don't know why I'm way over
I got a new intro.
It's weird.
You still call it art jam on the thing though.
I did because this is the first episode of the art department.
Why the name change? Why the name changes?
To me, it sounds better. Hey guys, welcome to the art department. Come on in.
Is it like the human resources department?
In here, you're on working on stuff.
I kind of liked Art Jam better.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I'm just adverse to change.
Don't be adverse to change.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. I'm old.
It is, isn't it?
The older I get, the worse it gets.
I would think it wouldn't be as hard the older you get.
The wife liked it better too. She's like, I like art department. I said, okay, cool.
Oh well, that's
Oh,
the most important.
The imagination station.
The imagination station.
Please, missus.
Remember that?
No.
Nobody else watched Imagination Station?
No. I'm not a nerd.
No, we didn't watch that. We didn't watch Yellow Submarine. None of that shit.
I know. We're just out
I'm
of
not
touch.
a nerd.
No, it was Commander Mark.
Chad said
I
he
know
knows
nobody
him.
knew Commander Mark.
Yeah, Chad knew Commander Mark. I'm like, that name sounds
Because he knows
familiar.
him.
Mark
When he comes
Kessler.
back.
Mark Kessler.
I think Chad knew him. I don't think he's on super friendly terms anymore, but
Yeah, this is a story about all these people.
Yeah, he said if you tell him that, if you, oh yeah, man, he'll be like, oh dude, like okay, like.
but I got something to say about that guy. Yeah,
Matt'll
Chad
come
always
and
does good.
Matt'll have like an awesome story. I met Mark Kessler when I was tripping balls on mushrooms.
I met
in
Mark Kessler in,
Saratoga.
I met Mark Kessler in
You know, it's some kind of crazy fucking story.
Matt Barr did have a Kessler story. I remember him.
He did.
telling-
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it involve
what it was.
penises and buttholes?
Yeah. It was...
Penises and buttholes.
But it'll be like
More than
his stories
likely.
are the best. Like totally random shit.
If not, it probably does now. Penis, buttholes.
Penises and buttholes.
Now you guys were talking about going to visit Dan.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Nice.
that's cool, man.
Yeah. In November.
That's
I
awesome.
am 84% sure I can do it.
Nice. This is wrong. This looks goofy.
Only 84%?
And not in the good way.
Well, yeah, Hockey. Nothing in life is certain.
I was telling my wife, if I could sell enough art, I can go. It's time to start drawing. Hey kids, come buy this shit.
Yeah.
Because we're going to Disney in September, you know, so we're gonna be tapped out. So it's like, well, if I can fund it, you know. But anyway, I'm not invited anyways.
Well, you
don't
are.
have to do
I'm
it
just
all.
inviting
You
myself.
are invited, though. That's the thing.
Am I? I don't.
Anyone's welcome, but you just got to sort yourself out. So.
Hey, Chad. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna ask to fund your do a campaign to go on your trip.
That's right.
But I was thinking about getting
You
on
could
that.
use
like,
that money to.
I wonder. I was like, I wonder if
hospital bills.
Yeah.
I wonder if Matt's driving, because I'm in South Carolina, he's south. I can meet him and we can drive together. And I bet you Matt has bomb ass stories to tell.
Oh God, road trip with Matt Barr.
Yeah.
Right? Like, wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
Yeah, it would.
I would actually.
Yeah, it'd be like a lowrider with smoke pouring out of it.
Yep. Bong
That's
hits
hilarious,
while
'cause I don't-
driving.
I don't even do that, so it'd be hilarious.
Well, there's always a first time, Jay.
Well, I guess it depends. I've done it before. I've done it before. You know, I got younger brothers and a younger brother and a younger sister who's big into it. It's fine, you know, but like it makes me sleepy.
Yep, depends on the kind.
Like I'm like, all right, guys, good night. So it's like does the opposite for me. Same thing with drinking too. Drinking, I'm like, I think I have a few beers, and I'm like, okay, guys, nap time.
Yep, that's kind of how I am right now.
I get too mellow, you know. All right, nap time, guys. But we'd probably be stopping by Podunk Towns, driving over there. Matt Barr's like, I stopped by this place in '93 when I was tripping balls on peyote or some shit. We're like, yeah. Yeah, he does have the best stories. But my wife was like, it's a 3-day drive. I was like, okay, I don't know if I can do that.
That's a pretty long drive. Yeah.
Where are you driving from?
I'd be driving from South Carolina, you know?
Yeah,
so the
my
other
wife-
side of the country.
Yeah, it's like a long ways.
My wife and I drive from Houston to Orlando when we go to Disney World, and it's like 18 hours.
Jeez.
But
And
we
we're
do it
talking
in one.
driving to California though.
We do that in one go.
Yeah, going from South Carolina to California is like triple that.
Dude, South Carolina, you could do it in one night.
You should drive from here to Orlando. From
all it takes is a couple of hits of
Pacific Northwest to Orlando.
Oh man, Odin, that page is turning out sick, dude.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do you do cocaine, Jay?
I do not.
Oh, you should start. That'll help.
Should I?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Pick up
make
cocaine.
the trip go.
It's propane. Ain't that? I was gonna say ain't propane. Ain't cocaine for
propane.
Sounds like a rich person's drug, man.
It's rich. It's because it only lasts 15 minutes. That's why they do so much of it.
That's true. That's why it's so expensive. Not because it costs any more than anything else. You just got to do a lot in a weekend.
Yeah,
that was the Dennis Leary joke. He's like, an 8-ball is like 3 guys hanging out. Hey, we get an 8-ball. It'll last us all weekend. And it's like the same 3 guys 5 hours later. Let's get another 8-ball. I'm like, yes.
Hockey, do you do 8 balls?
On the pool table?
Or 9 balls. 9 ball. Like 8-ball or 9-ball.
I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Okay, so then
unless we're talking about pool, I have no idea.
Wait, what you just said on the pool table? I assumed you played pool.
Yeah.
You don't know what 9-ball is?
Yeah, you do a rail on the pool table.
You do a rail and 9 8-balls on the pool
Make
table.
sure it's not. Make sure it's not pool chalk.
Make sure they don't rip
Be
you
blue.
Like, why is this shit blue?
Well, even that.
It's that new blue cocaine.
They even the hand powder, like you get that little.
Yeah, the talk.
Oh yeah, the little cone powder.
Yeah. That would be funny though. Get somebody to snort that.
I'm sure someone has somewhere along the line.
I'm sure there's a TikTok video.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the movie Better Off Dead. He's talking about nasal spray. Nasal spray? Where can I score some?
Oh, I can remember that part.
Was that $3 or $2.50?
$2.
Switchblade comb.
Just following him on the slope. Scores by $2.
$2.
Oh, $2.
And then Total Recall did 2 weeks.
2 weeks. What's the turnaround time, man? 2 weeks. It's like, what's wrong with you?
2 weeks.
Never mind. Never mind, man.
Hockey, have you seen Total Recall?
Yes.
You know, the designs in the new one weren't that bad. They just should have called it Total Recall.
It was like a whole different movie for sure.
It is, yeah. I mean,
I hear it's closer to the book, though.
They had like some neat things, you know what I mean?
Schwarzenegger's movie is like a comic book.
Yeah.
Which is why it was awesome.
Yeah.
Boy, gosh, I can't believe how tired I am right now.
Well, you were busy playing Star Wars at an Astros game.
That was last night. Tonight was Indian food.
It was Indian food.
Oh, well, you're too busy playing Star Wars with Indian food at the Astros game.
Yes.
Bam, bam, bam.
You should have worn the Chewbacca mask to the Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
Hey, Star Wars night, guys?
Star Wars night.
It was really funny. I brought this standee to dinner and put it on the table. I was just showing my friends, and the owner of the restaurant walks up and he just the Indian dude, and he's like, "What is this?" Like, and he picked it up and he acted like it was the strangest thing he'd ever seen.
It probably was.
And then my friends had to go, well, this is my friend's character. He's a cartoonist or whatever, and it was still confusing to the guy.
Is he looking at it like the Rock from Temple of Doom, or Temple of Doom?
Yeah, he looked at it more like the mashed potatoes in Close Encounters. This means something.
This is important.
This is important.
I'm Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, I'm Richard Dreyfuss, damn it.
What'd you order? I'm just curious because I love Indian food.
Well, they don't. There's a dish that I usually like at some restaurants that's a meatball dish, but they didn't have it. So I got the tikka masala, which is basically the orange and sesame and General Tso's of Indian food.
Right. It's not bad though.
No, it's good. It was excellent there, actually. Though it was a little spicy. Yep.
I like red curry.
I'm going for Mexican tomorrow because it's my wife's birthday, so we're going in Mexico.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a Mexican.
They have a whole Mexican.
They have Mexico in Australia.
Yeah, they do. It's where it originated from.
Is it Mexican or Tex-Mex? That's what
I
the real question
don't know.
is.
It's Texas Mexican in Australia.
It probably is Tex-Mex.
I hope they say like real authentic south of the border flavor.
Because
That would crack me
I'm
up.
willing to bet it's Tex-Mex and not Mexican.
I don't know. I've never actually eaten there before. So.
It's tough
Do
to
you have
say.
any,
What would be in Australia for Mexican? That would be.
Do you have any Hispanic people in Australia?
Oh, that's where they originated from. I tell you.
The Aborigines?
Yeah,
the Mex original.
Mexicans.
The OG Mexicans.
The Niginese?
These here, so I know what they are. I'm gonna print it up and ink it.
All right.
There you go.
You sure you got enough detail, Jason?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of blank space in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to redraw it.
Well, the thing is, like, she's gonna be very detailed up down here. This will probably be blank, and then ink will do some cool stuff with colors and add atmosphere. And also, you got like word balloons. So, yeah, I'm not worried.
The
about
letterist
that.
will thank you.
We're the letterist, so yeah. But
Thank yourself.
The letterist.
Yeah, but, and I like to leave room for ink to play with, but like this one, is, like, middle panel's all me. So, yeah, I like to have ink be able to have some playtime. I don't want to dictate everything he's going to do. And I don't know what he's going to do. So that's what makes it a fun collaboration.
Dictate.
I bet.
That dictate funny.
It was good.
I was always thinking that'd be a good Halloween costume. Like hollow out a potato skin and put it over your dick. It was a dictator.
Actually, you could go as a Red Hot Chili Pepper and just put a sock over it.
Oh, that's right. They did do that.
I don't think they make socks that small.
Yeah, they do. They're baby socks.
Baby socks.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, that'd be a good song title.
Baby socks. In cocks.
Sounds like something Chuck Berry would write.
Oh, I didn't know that was still there.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Cocks and baby socks.
Baby socks.
Not going to sell many records there.
Well, he made my ding-a-ling, so I guess.
That's true. And then he like put cameras in the women's bathrooms at his restaurant or whatever.
Right.
Cameras in the toilets.
That's weird.
That's fucked up, man.
I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I mean, I don't even like walking into the bathroom when my wife's taking a leak.
I don't understand people with open door policies.
Oh, this is like what?
It's like, why? It's just gross. Why is there an open door policy? Close the door.
Close the door.
Close that door.
Everybody see Spider-Man yet?
Negative,
No.
but I know.
Yeah, I'm
all
not gonna
about
watch that.
No, I did not.
I
saw
based
Renfield
on,
the other night.
dude, based on so much I've heard about it, I don't think I would like it.
I just be
I'm the
disappointed.
only. I sound like I'm the only one that doesn't like it when I talk to
That's-
people about it.
Visually, it
Like,
looks
that's
cool.
well, that's the thing. Like you brought up a lot of points that why you don't like it, and I've heard other people saying that they loved it, but then they keep saying how much parts they didn't like, and it almost outweighs the things that they hated. So I'm like, why did you like it then? If you hate all these things about it, it makes no sense. So
It's like it was really weird. Like sometimes when they were trying to have emotional scenes, the cameras would just linger on and on and on for so long each shot. It's like, come on, move.
I don't know. Everything has to be like everything.
Yeah,
has to
Jay,
be-
it's an empty jar of jam for you to close for your
There you go.
jam closeout.
There we go.
All the jam was eaten by the department.
We used to call Pearl Jam. We used to call Pearl Jam oyster jelly back in the day. Pearl oyster jam jelly.
Why'd you call him?
Maybe I should draw something worthwhile now.
Well, a pearl isn't an oyster.
It's true.
Jam
Pearl's
jelly.
Isn't it surprising that I don't know? They were always my least favorite of like the Seattle bands from the grunge era, and
Yeah.
they're all alive. They're the only band like that doesn't have a dead member.
Yeah, because they sung it. They made it live. That's why. They couldn't lie.
That's right.
It's the band that
Dude, that
makes
song
you
has a
want-
whole new meaning now.
I know. The last ones.
it makes you want to kill yourself. Their music.
Jeez.
It's like
They made all their
depressing.
friends.
I liked Versus. I thought Versus was a good album.
Versus was a great album.
It's the only one I ever owned, but I loved
Well,
it.
10 was a great album.
That
Versus
was good, yeah.
What, Chad?
But
I know you don't like grunge.
not the
in general
best.
Anyway.
I like metal and
Yeah,
you
that's
know
not grunge.
punk and stuff. But
Nothing wrong with not liking.
to me, I hated the '90s. I hated a lot of the '90s.
Oh, you hated a lot of the 90s.
Yeah, like
Blasphemer.
Nirvana was fine, but you know, it's just once all that started hitting, it's just like
yeah, but Nirvana really isn't an original Seattle band, and also they didn't really start grunge anyway. They just
No,
popularized it.
I'm just
So,
saying all
yeah.
that made music suck or depressing to me. Like even Metallica, when they did Loaded and Reloaded,
Oh, those were god awful.
man, that was terrible. That I quit listening to Metallica for a long time because of that.
But that all started like, and Justice for All was on the border in my mind. Like the Black Album was horrible, and then Load was really bad.
I like the Black Album, but I don't consider it like good Metallica, like the best Metallica. You know.
The first 3 albums are what I think of when I think of Metallica.
Yep, Ride the Lightning. I listen to more than Kill 'Em
Yeah, I
All
think-
or Master of Puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably listen to Ride the Lightning the most. Had the most solid songs on it.
And they don't even
Those
play.
3.
You can't even download or see Am I Evil now on any of their albums. They quit paying the license for it.
Oh yeah, that was a Diamond Head song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was that was on Garage Days?
No,
Revisited?
it was on Ride the Lightning. It was the last song on the album.
Oh, they took it off when I got it then because I don't remember it being on the album. Yeah,
Then you must have came in later.
I
He's
did.
younger.
Hey, you poser.
I mean, it depends on what crowd I'm in. If I'm older, I'm young.
Poser, eh?
Poser. Well, let's see. I did. I don't know. I was like 13 when I started going back in time and listening to the older Metallica stuff. But that would have been 90. Yeah, 92 or so. 91
See,
or
I
92.
was 10 years old when Kill 'Em All came out.
What year was Kill 'Em All?
83.
83.
Oh
So,
wow,
yeah.
I was 5.
Yeah, you're dating yourself now.
I was 4 actually, but
I'm not used to feeling so young.
no 5. Yeah.
I'm 50.
I was
50 years
4.
old.
I was 4 in '83, depending on when in '83.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I like in Motley Crue. I only like their very first album. That's the only album I like of theirs.
I never got the attraction to them, like, ever.
Yep. Their first album was the rocks really hard.
Because I would have all these friends that had Motley Crue like patches on their jacket, but it'd be like amongst Slayer and like Sepultura. I'm like, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense.
Man, I remember when I heard Sepultura, I had to listen to that album several times before I got it. You know,
Which one?
The very first Sepultura album.
Well, they have some really old ones that you probably never heard, but like probably Beneath the Remains was the first.
No, let me look it up now.
Rise.
It was Rise. When I heard that, I didn't get it, and it took listening to it a few times, and I thought it was great, and they were unique. But then every
really
freaking
good.
metal band after that started doing it.
Yeah.
And then all we got was this guttural.
I know, I loved it.
Yeah, but there's different styles of the gutturals.
Yeah. But that 90s death metal scene, that was kind of my scene.
Screech.
90s was great for punk.
Yeah.
That's singing, screechy singing.
Rancid, Suicide Machines, Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah. No effects.
Yeah. I never was a big NoFX guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did like Rancid. I liked the first album, or the first one I heard, Let's Go.
Bad
That album
Religion.
was really good.
Yeah, they have quite a few of them. And even their opera, before Tim was doing Rancid, he was doing Operation Ivy, which I listened to that fucking album all the damn time. And like Suicide Machines is like, hey man, let's keep doing Operation Ivy. And you're like, fuck yeah, man.
So when it came to punk, though, I always liked the 80s stuff, especially the hardcore stuff in the 80s.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else, Ramones blew up again, even though they weren't really touring much.
Yeah, they weren't really 90s band.
Yeah.
They were
weren't even
70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shows were always great, always fun.
I never liked the Clash though. I always hated. The
How
Clash.
dare you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the Clash. I
I
was
love
more
the
like Sex Pistols
Yeah.
and like Anti-Nowhere League. Those are the UK subs and stuff.
I like Celibacy Pistols.
The what?
Celibacy Pistols.
Thank you.
Celibacy
Glad you
Pistols.
got
Okay. I couldn't hear you.
I picked up on it. I just didn't. I was just waiting for everybody else to react.
Call it Celibacy Pea Shooters.
It was
Machine gun fellatio.
Yeah.
Whoa, Hocky. Expect that from Hocky. Expect that from Bar.
Oh, Jason, didn't you upload a video with Faith No More today?
Was it today? The short that I did, or was
Yeah.
it yesterday? It's one of the two. No,
Either today or yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw it.
I think it was today.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite band.
But you can't have it.
Favorite band of all time. Those guys are fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, they were innovators. And Mike Patton is one of the best vocalists ever.
For sure.
It was yesterday. Was the Faith No More one? Today's was Temple of the Dog.
Maybe I get notifications for your shorts, but like I think it came today, which is weird.
Well,
It's like,
I also use copyrighted songs, so I don't know if that kind of shadows them.
or if it delays the notification.
Yeah, I don't know if it throttles my things or what, but I don't care. I just want it to look cool and sound fun. Plus,
Yeah.
I might have a band on there people haven't heard of, and they can go check them out. Then. So,
That had happened, and it was a good recommendation. You always have good music. I love it.
good try.
Yeah, just like I did. I posted my video with music and risking the copyright.
You risked it all to have good music.
Dude, I don't know how many people are telling me to watch out, like even out of all my friends and stuff.
What,
like,
for
all right.
copyright?
Yeah, everybody's warning me. You better be careful. They may come after you. And I'm like, dude, it said they allowed it. So
Yeah, they allow it, and that's fine. Like I said before, it's just the people who are showing the video, they might be like, "Oh, it's copyrighted." But aside from that, no, don't worry about it, dude. Like Joe Sontag, like he has lots of copyrighted stuff when he goes live, and I even told him, like, dude, yeah, I have mine. He's like, dude, I do it all the time. It's like, nobody cares. He's like,
Yeah, all they do is
it.
say you
He's
can't
like,
monetize it, or any monetization from like that section will go to whoever the thing is. But
yeah, it goes to that artist.
Right.
Shouldn't they only get the portion of this that's in it? So if you have like 5 seconds of a song, they should only get 5 seconds of. No, you can't claim it all. You did not.
I like how you think that.
I think YouTube should just set it up for those people to monetize if it gets used, and just YouTube take their 3%, you know.
This is the camera. Is this mute?
And then everybody could legally use music all they want.
Well, again, like Jason said, you can for the most part, unless they're really sticklers about it, then they'll just pull it. But because I do like these driving and singing videos on my channel where I just sing along to songs and stuff.
Oh,
and all of them are copyright because the songs. But what's weird is sometimes they're like, this won't be visible in Russia or something. Like
yeah, that's the weird part. You can't watch this in Ukraine. Well, I'm like, was anybody watching anything in Ukraine?
Yeah, I don't think I have anybody watching in that country anyway.
Maybe if you play Gorky Park and then sang to Gorky Park.
Gorky Park, and then all of a sudden
Gorky Park.
KGB comes after me.
Yeah, I remember when they came out, there were this Russian metal band that made it big here in the U.S.
Oh, there's a band called Gorky Park.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking there was I think it was Skinny Puppy had an album called Gorky Park.
It's
Skinny
a band. Puppy. They got popular off one hit and one album.
And they were Russian.
Oh boy, I'm robbing Uncle Scrooge. Take that, sucker.
There we go.
What do you have against Uncle Scrooge? Why did he kill him for his money?
Yeah, Yosemite killed him. He's got a smoking gun.
You know what you need to do? You need to draw a little balloon bubble above Uncle Scrooge's money bin, and it's a skull and crossbones. Just to assume he killed Uncle Scrooge.
Didn't the triplets try to kill Donald a couple times?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think they did.
Little bastards.
They foiled their plans eventually.
It makes you wonder, like, where were their parents? Like, what happened? Why did they get abandoned?
Mickey killed them.
They were left with their degenerate uncle.
Yeah. They could have went and lived with their rich uncle, but they went and lived with their
And well, that's what happened in DuckTales, the first DuckTales. Like, Donald went to join the Navy and left Huey, Dewey, and Louie with Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they talk about that. They talk about how, like, Donald Duck started becoming popular around World War II because they had him doing all the combat stuff.
Yeah, all the training videos.
He was doing the training videos.
Yeah. You did a lot of...
Yeah, Donald Duck was in the training videos.
Here's how you put a condom on.
Like all the morale videos and stuff.
Donald Duck showing them how to prevent VD.
You ever fall in the ocean? Thank God you have webbed feet.
Yep. There's like a controversial Donald Duck where he's working for Hitler on the assembly line.
Yeah, there was some, and they
That might
showed
be
it
a
on
little
the.
controversial.
There's a Mickey documentary up now, on that's pretty new. I don't think it's that old. And they have, they talk about the history of Mickey Mouse, but they're also following the animators. It's like I think it's an animator who's from like the Little Mermaid, the Jungle Book, and like another one, and they're doing like a animated short where Mickey like walks down at the animation studio and gets sucked into a poster, and they do like all the Mickeys throughout all the years and stuff. But they show that stuff and they talk about that.
I just
in
remembered
controversy.
I just remembered that Donald Duck short, and I think it's called Der Fuhrer's Face. I think that's it.
And of course, they have to do that one thing where they like talk about how Walt Disney portrayed, people of color and stuff for a second to be like, well, he loved everybody, but he didn't love everybody. And it's like, what?
He loved everybody. But he loved
what the fuck?
All people are created equal. Some are just more equal than others.
He hated communists. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, give him that.
They were like, look at this and look at the tar baby and look at blah blah blah.
Yeah, have you? I've got a copy of Song of the South, and I don't think it's racist at all. Like
it never seemed. I was a kid. I didn't even think once that it was about like black people or anything like that. And I loved Uncle Remus. I thought he was endearing.
Dude, he's the hero of the movie.
Yeah, he was so endearing. I loved him.
You can't be having a black hero.
If anything, it made me more accepting.
Made you want
you can't have a
an
black
uncle.
successful.
It made me wish I was black.
Look what they did to Aunt Jemima, bro. It's like you can't have no Aunt Jemima. You can't have a lady making the best syrup in the world, a black lady. No.
I know.
You gotta take that from her.
Wasn't the best syrup though, but
and it was named after her because she was the one that came up with it, and it was her company, and she was rich off of it.
Yeah.
And same thing with Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben till he got killed. Spider-Man.
Over and over and over again in the new Spider-Verse movie.
Oh yeah.
They just relive his death over and over again.
It's a big talking point in the movie.
Yeah. I always thought, and because the names are close, but like Uncle Ben, like the picture on the box, he looked like Benson.
Yeah.
Do it in reverse, Jay, where the skull is black and not white. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly, yeah.
I like how the son is surprised.
Yeah, he's like, holy crap. He saw everything. He's the next one. Mickey's going to shoot down the sun. It's the next picture.
What world are we living in?
I'm rich.
He's got holes in his bag, too.
That was from the bullets fired at him.
That's what the creativity leaking out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh. I gotta make my
So
bubble bigger.
he met out with it. Can't be sense because Uncle Scrooge would have like
no, it's C
gold
for
coins.
creativity, and the C looks like a cent. It's creativity. He sold all the
I get it.
creativity, man. Fucking torched it all up.
That's very creative.
Making political statements.
It's all just corporal bullshit now, man. And I couldn't think about anything else to signify Disney. And I want to draw Mickey Mouse, but a gun.
You know what's really weird is it doesn't seem like a long time to us, but Occupy Wall Street was 2011, and to the kids that are all protesting now, they're completely opposite.
Yeah, they don't even know that. Though. Yeah,
like they would have been Occupy Wall Street kids if they were alive to do it or old enough to do it.
God, that was 2011
or 13. I can't remember. 2011
seems like yesterday. Well, no, 2011 sounds about right. Yeah, because I remember where I was working at the time. Because I was working. I had a job.
I didn't even know. I was too busy working. I didn't even know what the hell it was about.
I had freaking kids to feed, man. I didn't have time.
I was like,
Go protest. No, but I was living in Seattle at the time, so I was like, yeah, I heard all about it. Occupy.
Ding, ding, ding. Just drawing a random Cyclops hockey.
Yeah. Started drawing. He's going, oh, let's make this Cyclops.
Why not?
Okay.
I thought it was Geordie LaForge, but he was just like thinking.
Oh, you're right.
He just like remembered something.
Yeah. Wait a second. I'll put in the visors. Yeah.
I remember my sister and mom and everybody had those hair clips that looked like
we'd put them over your face.
Yeah, we all went and did it. We're like, oh,
Everybody
dude, it's the
did
guy
that.
from Cyclops. Or the guy from, and we'd go, you mean
Yeah.
Cyclops? Yeah, dude. Dude, we'd grab our mom's hair clips and put it over our face.
But like watching the show, I'm like, is this the budget they have?
Yeah.
I'm like, I could go to the bathroom and grab one of those. It cost my mom like $1.
Yep. Now you can't find those, I bet.
Yeah, I haven't seen those in forever. You're right. They're all in the Star Trek museum.
I like that, Jay. You need glasses.
Yeah.
Particularly 2 glasses of scotch.
There you go. I'm having me see better. Right? Because then you pop bomb and then you put them like this.
That was always my joke. Like, I don't see myself going to a family reunion unless I get glasses. 2 glasses of scotch. Okay. I'll work on this other page, but I'll shut this camera off.
Yeah, that page looked finished, Odin.
It is. I was kind of showing it because it was finished. There
Look
was
at
little,
this.
little things I was doing. I don't know how to get rid of the one camera. Like, I can get rid of my main one, but you'll have to kick it, Jim.
Okay, let's see.
I could just do this. Wow.
I just hit hide and it went away. No, it's still there. Hold on.
Well, no one can see it. That's all I can.
There we go. Just remove it. Bing bong.
Bing bong. Which one do I want?
This music this tune sounds a little bit like a disco era.
Yeah, kind of like a elevator version of like Earth, Wind, and Fire or Sly and the Family Stone.
Jason gets up me for not being in here, and then he leaves himself.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's unhinged.
Yeah, you never know what he's gonna do.
He's unhinged.
Typical.
He's unhinged.
If he comes back, then we can stop the stream.
So, Jay, you don't sell your art or anything? You just stick it in a folio and tuck it away, huh?
That's all I got now. If somebody wants to buy it, I might put some stuff up, but nobody wants to buy my stuff.
I've bought original J art before.
Oh, yeah?
Saying.
Yes, he has.
Man, I can't believe there's like a ton of chats, but maybe they're all hockey.
They're all me, yeah.
They're all hockey.
Yeah, hockey's the motor mouth.
He's having a conversation with himself.
Like I said, supposed to Ethan's streaming, and everybody else is streaming too, or it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, man.
I caught a little bit of Pencils at Dawn.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, it was
Did you end up winning? I didn't see the.
I did. I beat Joe. I beat Joe in the end. So.
Nice. Feather in your cap.
Though it's the second time we've done it, so he won the first time. So
Now you got to have a rubber match.
that's it exactly.
Third time. The real showdown.
Let's see.
But no, it was fun. It was good. I love doing that. I love doing.
Yeah, your show's awesome, man. I like the format and the idea. A lot of
It's
times
very
you're just at a time when I'm like getting or in my commute from work is like when you go live most of the time, so I usually miss it.
Yeah.
Today
No,
was a
that's
little
all right.
different time, I think.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
would be Sorry,
it was a different day, and because daylight savings, you know, you're on daylight savings, we're off daylight savings. It's moved 2 hours than it was earlier in the year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Trying to figure that out sometimes messes with my brain. I'm like, it shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't. But I'm like, who's on daylight savings time and who isn't? Yeah.
I kind of like it getting dark earlier, but that's just me.
I hate when it's dark, like it's in the morning. You know what I mean? Like it's like so dark in the morning. Like, oh geez, come on, man. Like you're trying to get your day started if you get up early. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's dark.
What I hate is because I do have a long commute, so I have a lot of driving. But in the wintertime, it doesn't matter. Like it's dark when I leave, and then when I'm done with my day at work, it's dark as I'm coming home. I'm like, I just missed all of daylight. Just because the days are so short. Well, a lot of that's because I'm like further north in the hemisphere. But like,
how many hours of daylight do you have there where you live, Hocky?
At the moment?
Mm-hmm.
When's the sun come up? Sun's up at close to 7 at the moment, and it's going down, I think, about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Wow.
5:30, I'd say.
So you're only getting 8 hours of sunshine.
At the moment. In summer, obviously, it's a lot different.
Interesting. That's one thing I felt really weird about being in Europe during Christmas. We would be up, and the sun wouldn't come out till about 8, and would start going down about 4 to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's like 8 hours sunshine. It felt strange.
My brother's in Anchorage, where in the winter it's like you get like 2 hours of sunshine.
Oh geez.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then in the summer you get like 20 hours of sunshine. Yeah.
Wow.
But summer doesn't last very long. He's enjoying it right now, but it's like it's only a month or two.
Yeah, don't they have blinds that are super thick to black it out?
Yeah, I imagine people do. It's kind of like everyone in Arizona having AC no matter what. But like, yeah, no, my brother he would forget. He would call me at like 2 a.m. or something. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? He's like, oh shit, it was still light out. I didn't know. I forgot it was this late. Yeah, it's crazy. He loves it up there. And I mean, every time I visited, I've always gone in the summer when it's like awesome. And I'm like, man, if Alaska was like this year round, I would totally live there. The winters are pretty rough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And long.
I bet. I was watching the show Alone, where it's like they drop them off in like,
oh yeah,
like Vancouver, and then they had to film it themselves. They had like 10 dudes, and they're like, whoever lasts the longest will like, win $500,000. And it was like, they would like be in, and it was wet, so they would be like inside like the woods and stuff where it was all wet, and like there were like days like the sun wouldn't come out, and then when the sun came out, they were like, yeah, like, like laying in it, just oh god.
Yeah, I love that show. That I think the first, maybe it was, I don't know, one of the winners was from Spokane.
Right.
Yeah.
We just
cool guy. He had a cool YouTube channel about survival and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there was one.
30 Days of Night was a good idea too. That comic. 30 Days of Night, where the vampires come out.
Oh yeah.
I saw the movie. I don't know if that was.
Yeah, the movie was okay, I guess.
It was a neat premise.
Yeah, it's a good premise.
That guy looks like Anthony Bourdain.
Which guy?
The lead vampire in that movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it. It's such a long.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I can't remember.
Yeah. You know what
All
I
I know is
saw?
there was an Australian chick in it, and that's about it.
I saw yesterday. I saw Renfield.
How was
Anybody else
that?
see that?
I didn't.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's got a lot of like, you know how like movies from the 80s feel like a movie from the 80s. Movies from the 90s feel like a movie from the 90s. And that's like movies nowadays, and it's not my favorite style, you know? So I'm like, it still feels like a modern movie, but there was a lot of cool things. I thought Nick Cage was pretty awesome.
They really,
And,
to me, he looked a lot like
Skarsgård
Bela
was pretty
Lugosi.
awesome. Yeah, I think that was
yeah.
The beginning scenes are like all in black and white, and they're like, for the time frame and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But and it kind of looks like, old Dracula footage and stuff.
How many?
But yeah, I
times
think that's
has
why
he-
they cast him.
How many times has he played a vampire now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
What else
either.
was he a vampire?
He was a vampire in some other movie. Where it was like
Mhm.
acting crazy. I think is one of his big ones, but I never seen it.
I gotta look it up.
I don't think Jason's coming back.
It's all right.
Oh, you know which one I really liked was Near Dark. You guys ever see that one?
Oh, I gotta watch that one again. At the time, I didn't like it, but I think if I watch it again, I'll
There's
like it.
there's some stuff I don't like, but like Bill Paxton as a vampire was
cool.
awesome.
The
And
kid
Nicolas Cage was in it.
Was there the kid as the vampire too?
Yeah, that little
And then
kid.
it-
It was the kid from River's Edge.
Yeah, and then it was
It
Lance
was all
Hendrickson.
creepy because he was like hitting on the little girl, and you're like, oh, they're both little kids, but he's like, hundreds of years old. So you're like,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. But yeah, it was mostly Bill Paxton just like stole the show on that.
Mm.
But let me look up what Nick Cage was in. I was talking to James the other day about Nick Cage, and say my favorite role that he was ever in, not my favorite movie that he was ever in, but my favorite role was Kiss of Death. The one with the CSI guy, and NYPD Blue. What's that guy's name? The redhead guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, Kiss of Death. He played Little Junior. He was so good in that. That movie was not the greatest movie, but for his role, it's worth watching. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
When else was he a vampire? I don't see any other.
know. There was some other movie where he was wearing shades, I thought, or something. It's like some 80s, 90s movies or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Wild at Heart. That movie was crazy.
Age Vampire. Vampire's Kiss?
Wicker Man. Wait, he did a remake of Bad Lieutenant?
He did. Vampire's Kiss, 1988.
Oh, there we go. 88. That would have been about the same time as Wild at Heart and
Maria
Raising
Conchita.
Arizona.
Rough.
I wouldn't recommend Color Out of Space. That was a terrible film.
What was
Oh,
it called?
was it?
Oh,
Was that
Color
his?
Out of Space.
Yeah, based on the H.P. Lovecraft. Thing,
Oh.
oh, it was so bad.
Well, again, it's like the time, the year it's made. So it's 2019, and like I said, there's like this pocket where I'm like, movies in this time frame, I'm just not a fan of the aesthetic and the feel.
I think a lot of this
That's a shame. They're doing a lot of like Lovecraft stuff, and most of it's falling really short.
Yeah. Though I have heard good reports about it's the Innsmouth. I think it's called Innsmouth, but it's based in South America instead of up at the northeastern America,
New England. Yeah.
So I've heard that's actually not too bad. So
Innsmouth?
I think it's called Innsmouth. Is it?
Well, I've been happy to find anything that's Lovecraftian that's good nowadays, because they're kind of like the floodgates have opened on people doing it, but every time I check anything out, it's lackluster.
Well,
Shadow over Innsmouth. Yeah, because that was a H.P. Lovecraft story.
Yeah, but it's not Oh, maybe it's called. No, maybe it's not Innsmouth. Maybe what's the one with the fish people? With the fishy people? Is that it's not Innsmouth, is it?
Yeah, I can say right off the top of my head.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently it's set in South America or something. Apparently, it's pretty good. So.
Right, so they just changed it from New England to South America.
Yeah. Well, wasn't Del Toro meant to do one? I think it was him. He was going to do one. The one set in the snow. Oh God, my brain is not working today.
Oh yeah. I saw a preview of that, and it looked so fucking cool. It was just some CGI stuff, but it was like legit. Well done. Yeah, which one was that called? I saw it was like almost like a trailer.
Mountains of Madness.
Mountains.
Yeah.
Of Madness.
He used to shop at the comic shop I went to every week back in a long time ago in Austin.
Who are we talking about?
Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name very well.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it either.
Cool thing he did. So the name of the comic shop I went to was called Austin Books, and they're like the biggest, most popular comic shop in Austin. And I've known the owner forever. And went into the shop one day, and the owner's like, "Hey, Guillermo rented out the Paramount Theater and is going to do a private screening for Hellboy. Would you like to go?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, hell yeah! So we ended up packing the theater with like just a ton of people, and he said it was like it had everybody that was in it was there, and he said it was the first time he was showing it to anybody, not even the executive producers of the studio have even seen it yet.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that he did it just for people, customers of that shop.
No, let me see this on.
That's cool.
Find it.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's when as soon as like pop culture, like the comics and all that stuff, kind of became like money making, mainstream stuff. I feel like the fun kind of got sucked out of it because now everything has to go in front of a committee or a board or some.
Shared something in the private chat. You can share it if you want. That's that little clip of that. But he canceled the project. Apparently, it's a no-go now, which sucks because this footage looks so fucking cool.
Oh,
it would have been great.
Oh wow!
I'll check it out.
Let's see. Can I full screen it?
Oh, you're gonna share it?
Yeah, might as well share it.
Display.
Just share it.
Might as well get copyright struck.
I do what I want, man.
I do what I want, man.
Nobody's gonna tell me what to do.
Whatever. I do
whatever,
what I want.
man. Let's see. Does that make it bigger? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think there's any volumes. Oh, there is.
Hello.
That's not CG.
Oh, it's all CG.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are we getting into that Tom Hanks Christmas movie kind of look?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
That looked cool.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Yeah, it was like
he said it's going to do practical, I guess. He said it's going to do practical instead, I guess. Oh, but he canceled it, huh?
That's what I just read. I mean, I don't know. Let's see.
It's like, are there sea monsters fucking?
There's test footage from canceled at the Mountains of Madness film.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, the dude's like popping out of that monster like of a JJ.
Mm-hmm. It's like, here I am.
Yeah, that was just supposed to be reference for doing live action.
Man, I bet storyboarding has gotten so detailed now on some of the shows I've worked on. They might as well just pay them to freaking animate it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So when you're sitting there saying that's just temporary footage, it's like,
yeah, like, are you kidding?
It's like paying somebody to draw the same thing twice. Like, okay.
That temporary footage was cooler than most things I see in movies.
Like some of the action cartoons I work on look almost fully animated, like they're storyboards. Well, sorry, Jason.
Jeez, Jason.
Golly.
So unprofessional.
Took his ball and went.
I think it's time to enter it to end it anyway. We've already been at it about 2.5 hours.
End it or enter it?
Enter it. Enter it. No, Chad.
No, I was just being funny.
His melon minutes went out.
All right. Bye.
So we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and get off. We'll just get off stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch us next week, same time. What is going on with my damn lights? Jesus Christ.
That's it.
I'm being haunted. 10
Your kid's playing with him.
10 p.m.
She's got your phone. She's got your phone, and she's like,
Jam jar's empty. The jam jar's empty, everyone. So
that's it for the jam jar.
Well, you put your jam in it, Hocky.
Yeah, the art jam jar. It's gone. So now we're coming to the art. Oh, what was it?
The art department.
Art department.
Yeah.
So, because that's it exactly.
Yep. That's all. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Catch y'all next week. Bye bye.
Oh boy.